When I read my thing to you, then I can still look at it. She looks at it to you. Like the young one, the black dude.
What's up?
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Hey. Yeah, that's Because basically, if you look at first degree murder, right? And first degree murder would be like if I went down to the liquor store and shot someone, shot the person in the liquor store, that's first degree murder. If they got to push it and shove it, that's second degree murder.
Manslaughter.
That goes. You know, it doesn't see that. See, I see an arm move. Now we were talking about the little case we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I was saying, he shouldn't have got all that time. He shouldn't have. But they railroaded him.
That's what Texas do. Texas, Florida, North Carolina.
They railroaded the kid.
You know, especially when they had Spock.
But if it's black though, man, it's a black person though.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it though, man. We were never meant to be nothing but slaves.
You gotta remember June with Juneteenth. You remember Texas was the last one to realize they was free.
Exactly. That's my point.
And I think someone was talking about the 3/5 joint. They gave him 35. That's 3/5, huh? No, they would use that symbol like 3/5,
okay.
30, the 35, 3/5.
I got you. Right.
If you take each slash a line in the middle, that's 3/5.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
This is our, like I said, this is our independence.
Yeah.
Now what? Next Saturday, next Friday, that's their independence.
It's twofold, don't forget.
But we were still in slavery.
In 1930, in Black Bottom, Detroit, you had Master Farah Muhammad coming, knocking on doors, selling silk.
Yeah.
Right. Back that time, the woman was at home, so he came disguised as selling. The brother selling silk, right? The merchant. And what he would do is he'd get into the household through the woman. Yeah. Right. And then when you came home, your wife would tell you about this man. You feel what I'm saying? This how the Honorable Elijah Muhammad met him through Clara Muhammad, which is his first wife, right? And you know, he was like, huh? And he wound up going to a meeting one day. Had 10 cents in his pocket. After everything was over with, he walked up to him and said, I know who you are. He told him, don't tell nobody. And then during that time, 1930, Black Bottom Detroit is our independence too, because here is Nasrallah Muhammad coming to raise and resurrect the black man and woman.
What's going on? We around lights and turns talking. I'm talking to people in the camera.
So, but it was July 4th. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
July 4th, 1930. See what I'm saying? So while they were selling their independence, here's this brother came to wake us up.
Yeah.
When they talk about the resurrection, they're not talking about the cemetery. They're talking about us being mentally dead because we was I don't want to say it. We were more like
lost,
indoctrinated with their ideology. You know what I'm saying? So when he come wake us up during that time, that's where he started. That's where the stadium is now. Detroit Lions Stadium. It sits right there where back then where it was called Black Bottom Detroit. You know what I mean? So during that time, it's our independence too. Not in independence whereas they celebrate they're separated from England and all. No.
No, don't get me wrong. I know, yeah, but again, it is supposed to be for all of us. But when it's deep down inside,
right.
It's their independence. You know what I'm saying? Dude,
really, we was still slavery.
Right.
But I was saying, like, with that miscarriage of justice down there, what happened to young, and I can see people, the man, they think something bad gonna happen to the place. They don't know the brother's gonna pull them on their wings.
They definitely got him.
You know, because they know what it is. A brother ain't gonna see a brother going down like that. And like if he was out of DC, ain't nobody doing nothing to him.
Yeah.
And why everybody say, oh, the Earn brother's gonna do something? No, because the Earn brothers ain't gonna do nothing because the Macca's not in Earn Nation.
Right.
If they were Earn Nation, they'd have been out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they don't make a jump out like that for that. And they got like shot callers.
Right.
Down sanctioned. You can't jump out there. They probably already put the joint out in Texas.
Right.
If they do something up in the Texas state prison, it gonna escalate it into the federal prison.
It's gonna spread. Right.
It gonna spread.
Right.
Because the blacks gonna roll all together, and the DC's brothers gonna roll with them. The Californians gonna roll with the brothers. It's gonna be a chaos. The jail life and prison life is two different things. You know what I mean? People don't know that it's two different worlds.
Yeah.
You've been in feds, two different worlds.
Yeah, because trust me,
jail politics is terrible. I mean, it ain't terrible, but you've never been there.
Yeah, like you said, especially with the DC homies, though. I'm gonna go ahead and talk, whatever. But with the DC homies, y'all remember that Agent H case, though, right?
Yeah.
I was in Terry Hope.
Yeah.
Terry Hope, or what have you, though, right? The dude, I don't want to call no names, but he went to Brown with us, what have you. He was a part of that.
Yeah.
He used to hang with. DC didn't really fuck with him. He used to hang with them Chinese dudes and this and that or whatever. And them Aryan Brotherhood stepped to him and was gonna do something to him at the weight thing or what weight pile. But DC went and said, let me explain something to y'all. We know this motherfucker, we know this brother is messed up, but he DC. So y'all not doing nothing to him or whatever the case may be. So like they never done nothing to him. Like you said, with the DC.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at something on another dude's page, whatever the dude, some dude got the DC Black page. I'm not gonna know names. You
can give him credit. Eon Williams.
Right.
Good guy.
Yeah, that he was saying, which I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? He was saying how Anton White, you know what I'm saying, or what have you, was a dude that was in the feds and what have you, and it was a black dude from another state, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and somebody was gonna do something to him, and Anton and them, they was like, hey, you know what, man, man, you ain't doing nothing to another black man, you know what I'm saying, or what have you. They strapped up and walked the dude, and walked the dude, walked him through.
But for Young, I got him getting back on the pill, little Anthony. I bet if he in there for 5 years, he can become a Muslim.
Yeah.
He can become a Muslim. Might be a nation. The nation might grab him. I got a nation grabbing him.
Well, it came out with them brothers down on 8th and H, man. They didn't do that though.
No, we talking about Anthony.
Right, but I got you still. Yeah, we
Come
come back to that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
But you know what? Him, being younger than he is, like I said, if he get into something like that and he had to serve all the time or the majority of the time, he'll become a leader. He'll become a leader.
Yeah, but we got to remember, he's 19?
Yeah, 19 now.
So really, he's not going to do 35.
Now they say he got to do 7. In Texas, you had to do half of it.
Okay. Let's say if we do 21, he'd be still 40. I know a lot of dudes came out. I did 19. I know a lot of dudes that came out at 40. Looked like whole Van Holyfield, built, shaped up, shop at the knife. You know what I mean?
Like you cut him like that.
I used to dunk on basketball courts and stuff like that.
Bullshit.
But I got him. He gonna be prepared. You know. It just I'm writing him a letter tomorrow. I'm trying to write him a letter tomorrow. I can see the address and write a letter.
Yeah, well, he'll probably get it because trust and believe me.
Because like I said, maybe the Europeans may be against him, but a lot of brothers and sisters out here, we with him.
Of course.
You know, we had, like I said, I was talking to the lady that saw the joint, the case. She's like 90-something years old, and she brought a lot of stuff back from the past, for the 30s and the 40s that was going on with our people. They recognized the same things, like the same hate that she's seeing out here now.
Right.
Was back then, but much, you know what I mean, getting up there, getting there. But she said what it is now, we got balls. We got balls, you know, to go back at them. You know, you burn our house down, we burn your house down.
The new black part, the new.
What did Malcolm say?
The hate that created hate.
Yep.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
so a lot of us, we got to stick together.
You know what I mean?
Then back to your HP, John, you were saying?
No, what I was saying.
Now you were saying HP.
HP, yeah, they came out that them brothers didn't do. They had a lady that kept going to try to go to court for them, but it was political. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, once it's all done right.
Right.
You can't. That one thing about that European, that the judicial people system. The judicial system, you know what I'm saying, or what have you. Once, like you said, they done something, they don't want to go back and admit that they were wrong.
That's something they never do.
Especially when it comes time to dealing with Afro-American people.
Right.
Or whatever the case may be. So,
yeah, because I went to me and light skinned Steve Webb.
Because it was
I didn't want to call his name.
It was a dude on that case, right?
That day, you know what I'm saying, though.
It's a dude on that case. Everybody kept getting me mixed with him.
Oh yeah,
because of the name, the man name.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody called me little man. You what the hell?
Right.
But I did run into that dude, little man, in that case. I did run him in the feds.
Right.
And then we talking. I said, man, everybody thought I was you for years.
Right.
But yeah, he had me like 7 years older than me.
Right.
But when the name came, they knew, like, see how you talk about Northeast, Northeast or whatever that comes up. And then you the person they was talking about.
Exactly, right. Yeah, the people looking at you all crazy. But yeah, because he became a bait. You know what I'm saying? Though he used to hang with them Chinese dudes or what have you, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah, that, I stayed back. But that's how we know.
Oh,
we was the same homeroom, same class.
Yeah. I used to coach a little basketball team down there, though, right? And Terry Hill or what have you.
Oh yeah.
And I had a put together team. You know what I'm saying? Though, what have you. People nobody wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Though, man,
they was the best one.
Exactly.
They got something to prove.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
The funny part about it, you know what I'm saying? Though he wanted to play on my team.
So how life was in Terry Hill.
Terry Hope's all right, you know what I'm saying? Though, man, shit. I had a ball. I hate to say it. I had a ball in Terry Hope. You know what I'm saying? Though, what have you.
I mean, you got to make the best of your situation when you know.
Yeah. Like I was the type of dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm from DC, nothing, no disrespect to DC dudes. I love them all, but I walked on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or what have you. And I met a lot of jokers like from Chicago, L. Ripkins, the Vice Lords. We was cool. My man Big Jim from the Outlaws, all them type of dudes, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Met this older guy called Sutton, you know what I'm saying? He was from, because he's probably dead now, though, but the older guy. It was him, a dude named Carl DeLuna, and John Ritter, or what have you, though. They was older dudes. They used to play cards.
Right.
Wouldn't even let you in. You know, they liked me. They let me play cards with them. If I'm lying, man, God can take my pension away from me, my future pension.
Bro, don't do that. You still owe me money. Don't do that. You still owe me money.
Who owe you money?
You.
See, you owe
Hey,
money.
God, don't take his pension. He still owe me money.
What I owe you? How much I owe you? I owe you some money for real?
I'm messing with you.
Oh, okay. I mean, I like to pay my
That's
debt.
sliding one. That's sliding one.
But anyway, make a long story short, though, you know what I'm saying? Though, so I lost train of thought. We was just talking about Terry Hill Bridge. Right. So when I first got there, you know what I'm saying, though, what have you, because it's funny, you know what I'm saying, though, I always did a little time here, 6 months, 90 days, whatever. And I'll never forget, man, when I got locked up in Terry Hope, man, I'm there, you know what I'm saying, after about a year went past, every time the phone rang or whatever, I just knew I was going to be getting out.
Right.
Once I found I wasn't getting out, so I was like, it was all good. I was working at Unicorn, then I met this dude named Peter Chan, you know what I'm saying, or what have you. Seriously, Peter Chan was like, if you ever remember the Kings of New York or whatever, Peter Chan was the dude that, like when they had the barrels of that heroin, he was that dude, or what have you. He was dealing with, you know, a couple of dudes from DC before I got there. I'm not saying that I protect him or nothing. Please don't get me wrong. But he was dealing with some dudes in DC.
Well, you are an important person.
Well, thank you, brother.
You are an important person.
Thank you. Right.
We don't tell you who your brother is, but
right.
He's the old man. He's the old man.
That's what he's saying that in so many words.
Right. I ain't being comical.
Right. So anyway, but Peter Chan ran he was like the bookie or whatever, and how in jail?
In prison.
In prison.
We know you a lot though.
Right.
You talking Terry Hope.
And what they do is like they get the line like for the sports they get it out of USA Today and they just print up the line or what have you and people can place bets. Yes. So what happened? Right. Is him and I we became cool. So he had me, you know what I'm saying, though, working his tickets and stuff like that or what have you. So I was getting free plays and everything. I stopped the DC homies from taking this shit or whatever the case may be. You know. So I'm just saying it to say. That's how I had fun, you know what I'm saying, this and that or what have you. And I remember if you remember Terry Hope, you had a TV room, and I don't know if when it was like when you was there, you had like the tier. You know what I'm saying? When you had the TV right there, you had to listen to your earphones or whatever the case may be there. But in the TV room, you know what I'm saying, or what have you, you know, you can watch whatever. Right. And again, I'm not professing to be no bad MFF, whatever, though, right? Or whatever. But trust and believe me, I'll never forget when the Redskins would play, for some reason, man, they would always come ask me. Like, you know, 1 week, you know, we had the TV, whoever had the TV, I never forget. So Italian dudes or whatever, Bruno, I don't want to call out his name, but Bruno, you know what I'm saying, though, what have you. They came to me young and, you know what I'm saying, though, you know the Redskins will be playing next week. We want to watch this, you know, this movie and this and that or whatever. They used to always, you know, come holler at me or whatever. But now we had some dudes, man, that again was some thorough dudes like Smokey from out of, what's the name, out of Valley Green, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. You know, different people, I don't know, I ain't saying nothing bad. Out the house, I stopped housing them from robbing them dudes or whatever. That was my man house, you know what I'm saying, though.
Oh, house,
yeah. Larry, Chucky, big house or what have you.
Got a wall with me.
Oh, yeah. And then I was cool with, like I said, the L. Rookers, Big Tony, Chinaman. Them dudes, they just took a liking to me. They just liked me, you know what I'm saying, though, what have you. It's like, younger man, you cool, and this and that or whatever the case may be. But back, they're calling them, though. So like I said, I'm telling you, man, this is so crazy, right? This is why I'm not going to say this is why I don't get married. But when I went in at 21, and I met a lot of different dudes from different states, you know what I'm saying, though, brothers and whoever. And they all was like, youngin', you know what I'm saying, though, man, you might not be one to get married. And that's not, it's a good example, but it's not a good example to use or whatever. But they was all like, man, you know, if I could do it all over, this and that. So that's what shaped me, you know what I'm saying, though, when I was 21, when I went in. And like I said, it's funny, like Carl Sutton was a dude from Ohio or what have you, man. Now, how many people will actually introduce you to their granddaughter? You know what I'm saying? This dude gave me his granddaughter's number. You know what I'm saying, though? I said, yeah, see the people's, but you know what I'm saying, though? He gave me his granddaughter's number, man, because he's like, man, my granddaughter, I got a beauty salon, this, that, or what have you, and she bull jobbing. This dude tried to hook me up with his granddaughter. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be.
But you find an individual that exert others. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And
exactly.
That's, you know, your demeanor.
Right. And it's funny. He's always saying, he's like, man, you can't be from DC. I said, I'm from DC. He said, you can't be from DC. He said, what do they put in the water? I said from DC. He said they crazy though, right?
What?
And then another part, like I said, because I was new. To be honest with you, I was new in the feds or what have you. And I used to walk with a couple of dudes or whatever, dude from Michigan, Chicago, Indianapolis, this and that, right? We used to always walk the hall to the yard, this and that. And them dudes, they used to always say, man, I can't stand them DC dudes, this, that. Once they found out I was from DC, they just stopped talking to me. I didn't give a damn one way or the other, you know what I'm saying, though, because I didn't need them. You know what I'm saying? We can't curse. You know what I'm saying, though? But anyway, so then after that, they stopped talking to me, which it wasn't really no biggie or whatever. But the dude from Chicago, him and I, we were still cool. My man name was Basket Ill. He was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? My man Andre Clee, he passed. God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying, though? He was there. You know what I'm saying, though? Man, I hate to say it because I had to spend the time, man. I had a good time in Terre Haute. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, because it actually was a conscious compound.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it was, right? When I met like Raja, Miami, all them was like they was peace stones, but they go by Mohaja.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? And like I told you, he had like a lot of raw reports. Like even within the nation, they were Sunni Muslims.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They would come, like we would go to their services, right? To the Sunni service. And Raja come and call the Adhan in the nation service. You know what I'm saying? But they were so down to earth, man. You had Prince Cool. You know what I'm saying? They were just down to earth.
Right.
They were older dudes, right? Even with questions with GD. We had the y'all
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Gates Society, right? But they stand for book government.
Right.
That was started out that way.
Right.
Until crack epidemic. You know what I'm saying? The thing was crazy. But that to say that I'm agreeing with you as far as like how conscious compound is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I don't believe in DC blacks.
Right.
There ain't no such thing.
Yeah.
You know, do active about that, right?
That's really California institution.
Yeah, they did that.
And we ain't creating DC black.
And the reason why they did that, not to cut you off, is because of we went so hard or what have you. So the first thing, you know what I'm saying, as soon as you come into their institution, and let you DC guys, I'm just letting y'all know, you DC blacks, we not having that here. And I'm talking about the correctional officers and this and that or what have you.
That you turn your head around the other way, you be like, oh nah, he DC black.
Right.
You got to turn your fit a cap.
Uh-huh.
You turn it back. Right, even they had like on Gangland, they would show like Gangland stuff on E, and he came over to DC Black.
Oh,
you know
okay.
No,
I got
they telling their story.
Right, no, I got you.
So, but nah, they was a conscious compound.
Right.
Like you said, you know, I mean like Big Ali, he was from out of Indiana. Right. But he was a big dude, big jolly dude, but you know, long.
Yeah, man. I met a lot of good dudes, man.
That's the thing, though. Brothers, like a lot of DC brothers, they didn't understand. I was like, y'all understand? You want to build rapport with people out of
different states, yeah.
You know
States,
find the good people.
and races and everything.
I mean, everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? So they did form a coalition against DC.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna let you finish. Like you said, everywhere I went though, it was always every race was together, but then after that, everybody was against DC. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking even the blacks, they was against DC, you know what I'm saying? Or what have you. And like I said, man, I met a lot, I'm telling you, man, I met a lot of good dudes. What's my man's name? Got waves from he killed them peoples. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, because it's your, you know what I'm saying, yeah. But he killed them peoples and what have you. He couldn't stand them. You know what I'm saying, though? My man, he was funny. What was my man's name? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? He used to always be talking, man. But it was like, man, like I said, Big Tony, China, man, they was the GDs and what have you. You know what I'm saying, though? Bruno was he was one of them mafia dudes or whatever, as a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying, though? And it's crazy. It's funny, y'all. You know what I'm saying, though? Back then, I know this might sound crazy, but man, we used to be watching the goddamn soap operas, man, or what have you, though, man.
Yeah, I mean,
past time.
Huh? Past time.
Yeah.
Man, we be sitting there, man. Bruno, he was, like I said, Bruno, as a matter of fact, his uncle was definitely in Donnie Brasco or what have you, though. remember if y'all remember when he said, "This is my nephew Bruno," or whatever the case may be. Him, it was a dude named John. John was from New York, and another dude, he was from like St. Louis. But we used to be, man, watching soap operas, man, like, man, or what have you. I never forget when I went to Raybrook. And I'm in there, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm fresh off the streets, this and that. I'm thinking I'm getting ready to watch the soap. I wanted to watch soap operas, but I'm new. So I'm sitting there.
You didn't turn the channel, did you?
Oh, hell no, I ain't trying to channel. No. Nah, I mean, I wasn't even tripping off that part, but yeah. But it was just it was just funny. Like I said, I don't like to put people's name out there, but with some thorough homies though, right? Thorough homie, I never forget. He said, "Look here, young homie." He said, "Man, we watch soap operas around here," and I was like, in my mind, I was like, "Yeah," because I'm thinking we was gonna watch more or something like that though. But yeah, like I said, man, trust me, man. No, bro. I'm not gonna say I had a good time, but because
it was a learning experience.
Right, exactly. And it shaped me to be the guy that I am now. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I was thinking about little Anthony that went in Texas in that charge. And this gonna make him much stronger, you know. Mm-hmm. I don't see him fold like everybody want to fold and be a weak guy. He's not gonna be no weak guy.
He's not gonna be that. Because for one, like I said, a lot of older.
Then they gotta remember what his charge was. Well, maybe that one was accidental. The next one jump out there, it be, you know, you get that one. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that part. I remember, like you said, again, I'm not gonna sit there and lie like I was some cold-blooded person or whatever. I came in the feds. A couple of homies came to me and said, "Look here, homie, man, let me explain something to you how it go." They was like, "Look, man, don't get nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Don't accept nothing from nobody, this and that, or whatever the case may be. Mind your business and don't mess with nobody's punk." And this and that or whatever. And they said, "Hey man, just, you know, keep your head down low or whatever the case may be, and you'll be good to go." So like you said, again, so with somebody
and
like,
they told you to sit in John's in the kitchen. We stole this thing.
Right.
I said the blood table. You talking about, man, your blood, okay? You know what I mean? You had to know I was doing a butt.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like I told me, okay, you blood, okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit here, eat my food, and I'm gonna clean up
Right. Right, but I can honestly say back then, I don't remember honestly what tables I sat at, but I didn't sit with like the DC homies like that. But you know what I'm saying, though, it was like, hey, nobody never said you couldn't sit at this table, you know what I'm saying, though, whatever the case may be. So but it was like, I do remember one time I was like in the mess hall or whatever, and this old dude came up, older dude, looked like he was older to be my grandfather. I never forget, I was like putting my cup up to like get me, you know what I'm saying, though, some drink or whatever. So of course, as the respect, I'm trying to hurry up. Old dude said, "Don't worry about a youngin." He said, "Man, I got life." You know what I'm saying? He was like 97 years old, man. After that, man, I sat down, ate my food, ate half of it. You know what I'm saying? Though I went on and went and chilled out. And then one time, like I told you, for some reason, everybody liked, God be my witness, if I'm lying, I'm flying, them jokes with the swastika stickers or whatever. They used to always, man, youngin', you cool youngin' or whatever. Big Jim was the vice president of the vice lords or whatever. My mom used to make me call home every weekend. Mom, I love you. I love you, not just for that. My mom used to make me call home every weekend for 60 months straight, every weekend. My mom sent me $100 money order every month or what have you, though. And I never forget Big Jim. Like I said, they all just like me. So Big Jim, he's like, I was like, "Mom, gotta get off the phone." He's like, I never forget Big. He got that monkey long bed. He's like, "No, don't worry about it, youngin. Don't. I just came from court. You know what I'm saying, though? I'm doing 50 years, and they just gave me 50 more years or whatever. So don't rush to get off the phone." I talked to my mother for like about 5 more minutes, man. I bullshit y'all not. Excuse me. I bull jive y'all not.
You good?
You know what I'm saying, though? Man, I went in the cell and laid down. I'm like, man, not that I was scared or nothing. I was like, wow. Because I'm only doing 3.5 to 10.5. You know what I'm saying? Doing whatever. But this dude acted like it was like nothing or whatever. But again, for some reason, man, I guess because I just stayed so neutral, I'm talking about everybody liked me or whatever. Now, like you said, I had a couple of Crip dudes that, you know, wanted to grit and this and that or whatever. Yeah. But I never tripped off them. No. And then I did get into something with a Milwaukee dude. I always was by myself. Went in the bathroom, him and and his boys was there or whatever. But what really happened though, me being new or whatever, the homies were squeezing them. And then I told this New York dude. So New York dude told him, you know what I'm saying? So him and I, we go in the bathroom, we fight, and after that, the dudes I named them or whatever. The dudes that was running shit. It's like, look, man, come on, man, don't be doing that, though, man. We already squeezing the dude, though, man. So don't do that, man, because you making us feel bad or whatever.
Right.
You know, but other than that, man, I never really had no problems, though, man. It was.
But that's how it be, though. Because I got into it in Lee County.
Mm-hmm.
I got into it with North Carolina dude, right?
Right.
About jumping line. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I told him this. You can get in front of I can't get in the back of the line.
Right.
You can get in front of your man. You can't get in front of me.
Right.
You know, if you stand in front of him, you know, he split up. The thing is, he came in the block hour. Right? I guess he did what he gonna get. Who you beefing with? When they pointed at me, they said, "No, what you do that?" You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so respect don't cost you nothing.
Right.
So, that's how it was. It was like, nah, not this dude here. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Because it's good people.
Right. Because you know, I was like you said,
I laid back mellow dude. Right.
But like you said, you know I was from DC.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that
mentality.
real aggressive.
Right.
You know, man, I ain't had that kind of demeanor, which was part of my,
right, my makeup, who you are. Right.
A lot of people know I was from Georgia.
Oh, yeah, I can believe it. Like you said, I remember.
I was from Georgia. I was from Latona, Georgia.
Because like you said, when I was
walking, I had cousins from down there.
Right. Because you know, like in Terre Haute, you know what I'm saying? They you get up in the morning, you can go outside on like to the rec yard or whatever. I'll never forget. And I just happened to be walking down the hallway or something. Somebody asked me where I was that from. So, dude, you know what I'm saying? Again, this ain't no bad thing. Chucky, we had Larry, House, and Chucky. They was running that shit at the time or what have you, know. And Chucky like, where you from? I said, I'm from DC. He said, man, you sure? You not from North Carolina or something like that?
These are straight his ass for mentioning that to you. You know, but it's a family thing. Everybody come down. Yeah.
Oh, but no, that wasn't no bad thing. They just again, they didn't know I was from DC. You know what I'm saying?
I learned from Buzz Father Merle. Merle used to amaze me.
Yeah.
When he robbed the Lord with him, he would never call home. I don't know why he never called home. Then Merle finally told me. He said, I can be like that because when you call home, you hear bad news. Right. So then all of a sudden, as I got deep in my bed, I never would call home. Right. I may call home once a year. Right. My sisters get mad about it, call down, Lord, and why you ain't calling home? If I call home, I pick the phone up and I hear some bad news. Bad news, you can't do your time hearing bad news out here. You know you can do it in there, you know what I mean?
No, you right. I feel you about Mern though, right? Like it's funny you mentioned that though. Like my birthday was the other day, or what have you though. So and I told Mern last year and this year, like Mern left a good impression on me because, like I said, I was younger before I even went to jail. He told me the difference in penitentiary and this and that or whatever. So I always tell Mern, you know, you my main man or whatever the case may be. You know, I got, like you said, a lot of respect for him or whatever. Because Mern was just a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Though, like you said, he's like, yeah, man, I went to penitentiary back in the day, this and that, or whatever. So now I feel you on that. Like you say, he's real cool. You know, and I remember Mern, I was working out Rockville. Mern had just started Ride On Bus and this and that. Like you could say, yeah, he like Mern, just a cool dude though, man.
Yeah,
you know, so I thought about him, like you said, when I did go to the penitentiary, because he told me when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, doing what have you.
Mern was in the feds in the 70s.
Right.
Him and Patsy. I remember, I ain't bring the case up, I remember that.
Right, that's my point. But he the one that told me the difference in the penitentiary. You know, because I was locked up. As a matter of fact, I was incarcerated at the same time with my man Michael Bailey or whatever, though. You know what I'm saying, doing a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people that might listen to this, that's Nate Bailey, brother. You know what I'm saying? Doing whatever. You know. I was locked up with Mike.
The feds? Did they go in?
Yeah, where they so deep like that, that's not them. It's them coming down, man.
It was them. Damn, what they got damn.
I was on it, they went down.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say that. Goddamn, y'all tracking me again?
Mike, my boy.
Oh yeah. We was man. You know what I'm saying? Mike is always just lifting the weights and this and that, or whatever the case may be. Mike just lay low. Him and the dude made all day. You know what I'm saying? They used to pay that scrapple or whatever. As a matter of fact, all day's main man was Underwood. Underwood was a dude from New York or what have you though. And that was Johnny Gill, man, or whatever. Johnny Gill used to always come down there and see him. I got a picture with all day Underwood, myself or whatever. You know, like I said, I met some good dudes, man, the feds. Mike Marone from you know, he was like part of the mafia, Big GG, like I said, Bruno. Some nice dudes or whatever, you know what I'm saying, dog, man. Again, like I said, like you said, when people see, you know what I'm saying, though, because everybody, like you said, they observe it. So, you know, they're like, hey, you know, man, like I said, then I met this dude and never forget. And he kind of taught me, I never knew, I'm not even gonna lie to you. He taught me about as far as like when you was watching like sports or whatever though. I always just watch sports. It was like, let's say, if it has like, let's say Washington first and Chicago, that means it's Washington at Chicago. That's how I learned about, you know what I'm saying, though, who was the home team and who was the, you know, away team or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Only thing about him, though, you know what I'm saying, though, he was like a big white dude or whatever. You know what I'm saying, though? Good dude.
What's going on? That's my little buddy right there.
Who that?
Birdstone came out live.
Who?
I'm surprised she's still up. Singing Bird. She'd only be asleep by this time.
Right. What's up, Singing Bird? But yeah.
Songbird, man.
But now, for any youngers that might watch this or what have you, man, go to school, get your education. You know, I'm gonna go a little deeper. I never had no big brothers, and I remember, you know what I'm saying, to a lot of the homies, they dead, and some of them dead and gone. But you know what I'm saying, though, I used to always look up to Neil Love, Mark Bullock, or whatever. You know, whatever. They went to jail. I know this might sound crazy, so I'm just letting y'all know, be careful what you wish for. I used to always say, man, the homies, Michael Pratt, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, the homies in jail. I'm like, I want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Those crazy as it sound.
I didn't want to go to jail, but then I went.
Right, exactly. So, and see, one thing about me, again, I'm not no gangster, I'm not no killer, but I'm far from a punk or whatever. So, cool, I go over to the jail though, right? I only did a little bit of time. All right. So I'm out there, you know what I'm saying? Because again, I'm not ashamed of my past, you know what I'm saying, though, because it shaped me to be the man I am now. And I'm not bragging, so y'all see where I'm going. I've been in Metro for 26 years. I have 3 vehicles or whatever the case may be or whatever. So, but anyway, so like I said, I used to get high, you know what I'm saying, or this and that or whatever. So when I went to jail, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and I went to jail and I came back home, I had a probation officer. I used to always be smoking that stuff. And that stuff used to make me, man, just think I was Godzilla. You know what I'm saying, though? Because this is going to help somebody. So anyway, I used to go to my probation officer. He used to say, man, you keep getting high, you keep bringing me dirty yours, I'm going to lock you up. I said, I don't give a damn. I don't care. I can go to jail or whatever. So anyway, to make a long story short, like I said, you know what I'm saying, though, so I went, you know what I'm saying, back to jail, this and that, or what have you. And, you know what I'm saying, though, eventually I got myself together. But again, sometimes, you know how we talk so much, I lost my train of thought. So I'll get it back. Jail. So yeah. So you got to take over just for a second so I can get my train of thought.
Okay, back. Me, I ain't going back to jail. After doing that darn time, I ain't never going back to jail. Mm-hmm. That joint is really jealous for the birds.
It really is. Okay.
Man, I went to jail when I was young. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, like your brother. He was shocked to see me over there jail. He was on North 2.
Right.
And he heard I was in the joint, like, good, he was shit. How the hell, little man?
Exactly, yeah.
He was man, you the last person. Y'all, everybody, you probably the last person to come over here.
Right.
You the first one.
Yeah, that happened to me, like you said, one time, man. I had went to jail, came back home, and then I remember, I never forget, I saw my man Anky, and I was working. And then I wound up going back to jail, you know what I'm saying, doing what have you. And Anky was in a visit room. He said, man, you was just out. So yeah. Yep. But man, I'm trying to get my thoughts back, people. I've been drinking my little bit of beer, you know what I'm saying?
He okay, he ain't gonna fall out, y'all.
No, I ain't not none of that type of stuff. Like, you know, sometimes you get to talking and your brain be moving a mile a minute, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be.
So what do you think would be the best outcome for the little athlete, the one in Texas?
Unfortunately, because he's in Texas, I mean,
He gonna win.
hoping for the best.
He gonna get that time back. Some of the time back because they're not first to be murdered.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He definitely gonna do some time. They're gonna probably switch it to manslaughter, but he's still gonna do like they're gonna give him like 15 to whatever. So you know what I'm saying? Though he'll probably still
He
wind up
may
doing
win
about
back on the
7.
field. I want to see what that video's showing.
That's not just was short. Well, at least that's what it's supposed to be. We just didn't watch it all. Remember, they were just saying the video came out. So yeah.
Yeah, because what's funny about the video, they talking about that. They were saying like 20. They were like the argument lasted for 20 seconds, but they said they told him to leave 15 times. How can you say leave in less than 15 times in 20 seconds? That's impossible.
Exactly. That's
Leave.
But
I mean, it can work like that, you know.
Exactly. So that showed that they were just lying. You know what I'm saying? Though whatever case it may be. Again, typical case. Again, nobody here is prejudiced. But the only reason I'm saying it now because it was a Caucasian that, stepped to an African American. There's African Americans that stepped to African Americans that stepped to Caucasian. So at this, unfortunately, y'all probably seen movies where it'd be like comedies and different things, but you always have the bullies. You know what I'm saying? They want to go push people down and this and that or whatever. And unfortunately, the Caucasian bully, his brother, they popular football players and this and that, and they wanted to go try to punk the dude or whatever the case may be. Nobody talking about that part. In the process of doing that, the guy was like, man, go ahead, man, shut out. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Touch me, you're going to find out. At least that's all they want to.
So when he said that, when he said touch me, don't find something else to say. They had to say something to make you say that.
Exactly, right.
We all been up from the streets. We know when that word is used, somebody threatened you already. Make you say that. Exactly. I'm not, whoa.
Right.
Touch me, you'll find out.
Exactly. And then they like they said, there's videos where they don't show where they choked him out. He had, I guess, stuff on his neck. His eye was swollen, and this that. They don't show that part.
Well, I think he should have got some good lawyers. That quarter point lawyer, whatever they put ahead. No, you probably got a good lawyer.
I can't remember y'all saying. I can't remember what y'all were saying because
Lost up.
No, because I don't recall what y'all was talking about.
Oh no, we talking about
the young guy Texas. Yeah, I forgot. I got y'all on TV in that joint.
It's a dude named he has a famous ball player's name, Carmelo Anthony. What happened is pretty much, you know what I'm saying, though, they was at a track meet. You know what I'm saying, though?
It was raining.
And it was raining. So his team didn't have a 10 up, though, what have you. So their team had a 10, the other school had a 10 up. But Carmelo Anthony knew a dude that went to that school. So the dude kind of invited him in. They were sitting down talking. So again, we talking about the case of a bully. You know what I'm saying? That whatever, Carmelo happened to be black. Again, there's no prejudice or whatever, no racism or what have you. And then these white brothers, you know what I'm saying? They're popular. You know what I'm saying? They're big, bad, the football players or whatever. So they want to go tell him he had to leave. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. But it's raining hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though? So he's like sitting there, but it's just like, but the dude sitting there talking to him and this and that and everything. So when the dudes, at least from what they saying, is the guy stepped to him and told me he had to leave and two brothers, twins, right? Right, yeah, and then that's what I'm saying. Then
they about 6'2"?
Yeah, 6'2", 220, 230, right? Carmelo was 5'6", 5'8", only
140.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, doing what have you. So like a lot of people say, again, we're not playing the race card.
Wait, you reverse the roles, what happened? Reverse the roles.
I'm gonna say I'm not playing the race card. But guarantee you, if it was two big black dudes, 220, and they went to some little white guy and told me he had to get out, and then, you know what I'm saying, though, and push him or what have you, and then he stabbed them, he'd have been self-defense, and they got what they deserved.
And probably got a trip to the White House.
Exactly. Probably. Look what Kyle Rittenhouse done. You know what I'm saying, though?
It's funny when it happens to us, laws change it, like someone say. You never see the law work in our favor. Like even being in the federal system, I was down south, and I have seen a lot of young brothers with gang of time, and they might had a little bit drugs, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years.
One vial, yeah, they got like 30 years.
I see dudes walking around murder charges. Don't gonna do less than the drug charge. You know, I had a buddy named Red Top down there, and he did like 27 years off some bogus stuff.
Right.
You know, and really, and I told a lot of people from Florida, right? I said they built all these institutions down there. They built all the federal institutions. They built them for something, so they got to put bodies in there. You can never have a federal institution if it holds 600 and only got 200 people in it. It's not an institution. I heard one say that they're not an institution no more.
Right, I'm glad you mentioned that. That's what I was ready. That's where I think I was going at too. When I was saying you youngins, what's going on now? Y'all youngins, y'all really need to wake up. I hope a lot of y'all parents or whoever see this video right now. The prison system, though, right? They are making them all private. And when they make them private, you have dudes, I'm just going to throw some names out there, Michael Jordans and whoever. These people, man, they invest in them because then they're not doing nothing wrong. Because for one thing, they always know there's going to be prisons. And what they doing now, when they send you down there, you know what I'm saying, though, it's like they can do what they want to you. And once you get that 30 and 40 years and this and that, I'm not sure what amendment it is because I'm not that down with the Constitution. But it's the 13th or 14th Amendment. And when you go to prison, it says slavery is abolished, meaning slavery is no longer, it's done away with. But when you're in prison, they can treat you as a slave. And what they do, and that's why it's called a prisoner pipeline. They took a lot of stuff away from y'all youngins right now. I'm 61.
There's been on.
Yeah, exactly. They took the recreation centers away. This, that. Well, they took a lot of stuff away. After school, right. Summer jobs that you can barely get them. You know what I'm saying? They only have a certain amount because that's just where it is. They want, you know what I'm saying? They want to send y'all to prison and y'all gonna be gone for 30 and 40 years. Then also we can't reproduce because, you know what I'm saying, with all the young black males, getting locked up and going away, you know what I'm saying, though, the young women, they can't produce no children. So then what they do is they have to have no choice but to get with the white boys or whoever the case may be. So it's like, hey, so y'all gotta really, man, you really, really gotta wake up. Every time you turn around, you seeing, team takeovers and this and that. Yeah, that stuff look all cool. And right now, y'all getting away with it, but you're not really getting away with it.
I don't think a lot of them from D.C.
Right.
Because I'm looking where it happening at. It's everywhere happening at U Street.
Navy Yard.
What's there? They got in common. Green Line. Green Line is out in Maryland. So a lot of people got the Green Line.
It's in D.C. too now.
Huh?
It's in D.C. too.
But I'm just saying the majority of people is not from D.C.
Well, I say about no, I'm not disputing with you.
I'm just looking at where it's happening at. Navy Yard, Green Line run there. U Street, Green Line run there.
But see, that's the thing. That's why I think a lot of them are from DC too, because
you work for Metro, you should know.
Right. No. Right. Again, it's not a dispute. Trust me. But you know what I'm saying? Though, you still can have people that come from the red line. From like say Rhode Island Avenue area. You can say have people come from the blue line and they all gonna meet, you know what I'm saying, though, whatever, down at Navy Yard, you know what I'm saying, though, whatever case, and U Street. But hey, it's just again, so man, y'all young people, man, y'all need to grow up because right now all y'all doing is y'all playing right into their trap. That's all they want y'all to do, man. You know what I'm saying, though, then you locked up for the next 20, 30 years, or whatever the case may be. And you know what I'm saying? People not gonna be able to come see, and they can do what they want to y'all. At least when we was locked up, you had the feds, you had a little protection.
I remember back in the day when we was out here doing wrong, in the street, they had the military flying over in them big helicopters. They were trying to put a curfew down, but Burry said no.
Exactly.
Burry said no, I wasn't doing that.
Exactly.
They killing everybody dying, Murray. We still not doing it. No.
Exactly. I'm glad now we can touch. I'm gonna go a little further. So now think about it now. So now let's think about we done had Muriel Bowser as our mayor. Right now, DC is starting to be gentrified. Gentrification. Gentrified means, for people that don't know, that unfortunately there's a different race of people that's getting ready to come here and this DC is going to belong to them. Back in the day, we had Georgetown. You know what I'm saying, though? Then we, you know what I'm saying, and the white people had it. Then we got it back. No disrespect to the Caucasian. Now they have it. Now, right,
85%.
right. Now, DC, they're doing the same thing. They're coming in. They're trying to get rid of us. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. When they do get rid of us, you're not even going to be able to come in. That's why right now, if you look at it, they build a national stadium. They build the Audi Stadium. They get ready to put a new stadium here, right here, over here down the street. You know, they have something called, what is that called? The Field. You know what I'm saying? Those soccer, this, that, or whatever the case may be. These people, they coming over if they coming in. If you look at it, they're doing DC now like it used to be like in New York. They building stuff, they building stuff that goes up tall. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying, though, what have you. So it's like, hey, they're going to make it to the point, because this is the nation's capital. If you think about it, for years, they've been talking about, you know what I'm saying, they're turning DC into a state, because we're not a state. So pretty much, you know,
it's going to become a state.
It's going, right.
Once the numbers fall down, like 30% of our numbers get down to 30s, that when they going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to do it now. They're going to wait till our numbers fall down like 30%. There might be little people in like Valley and Rain area, a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
But when they do, they can. That when they gonna do it.
Right. So so it's like, hey,
maybe
man,
next 15, 16 years.
Probably sooner than that. You know what I'm saying, though? And like right now, a lot of people, man, been living in DC for generations, and a lot of people they can hold fast on their houses for a minute. But what's going to happen? What they're going to do when people don't want to sell? They're gonna tax them out so high. The tax gonna be so high. They're gonna have no choice but to sell.
So jogging, Mr. Ronnie?
Yeah, I was talking to Slim.
So now they might charge you. Let's say
my wings.
Yeah.
Oh, we bring strip fry rice. Strip fry rice.
Strip fry rice. Right. I got what you call a nice ice bit.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
y'all can't see it, but.
Yeah, but they might offer you 1.5 million though, right? But now once they tax you out so high because you didn't take that 1.5, they're gonna say we'll give you 500,000 or we'll just take your house. You know,
especially when you got talking about the DC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they tell you dig it up, and put it on a flatbed. You know, you don't own no land.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely don't own the land in DC. That's like also there's no self-defense law in DC neither though.
It's just for homes.
Just for homicide, yeah. So you youngins, if you out here and you do something crazy and you running from the police and you run up into an apartment building, you run up on a roof or what have you, laughing. You run up on the roof and that dog come up there and that dog get to biting your arm, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you better jump off that roof. That's a good thing. You see that roof right there? This is Langston Turds. So if that motherfucker...
Go ahead, you good.
If that dog chase you up on that roof, you know what I'm saying, though, you better jump off that roof, because the minute because he biting you and you throw him off the roof, you done killed the police officer. Your butt going to jail for life. They might even try to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we don't have the death penalty, but...
When they had last time they went out of style. 68, 79?
Yeah, somewhere, way back then. Yeah.
No, they had for the dudes for the Starbucks murders. I was locked up with him, right? In Cherry Hut.
Oh, yeah.
Right? If he didn't cop, they was going to give him death penalty.
Man,
that was in the federal
that's what
court.
they told his ass that.
I mean,
he should have beat that.
You know,
he could have beat that.
And I was locked up with his brother.
He could have beat that because there was really nothing really pointing towards him.
Right.
People always thought it was two people.
Well, you know, in the system, that's
but he just broke the hell damn.
Threatening with it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I was behind the wall when that case was going on. I thought he gonna beat the joint.
Right. Yeah, but a lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they just go ahead and take it. He broke
down last minute, like, I'll be damn.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Now, again, young, you heard that? He broke down at the last moment. So what happens a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, though, you want to try to hold fast, y'all, you done something. You know what I'm saying? You hold, and once they what they do, they keep your ass, keep your butt over there for like 6 months, a year, and then you've been over there. And they telling you, well, I'm just letting you know. We know you didn't do it, but because your buddy did it, and you don't want to tell.
Yeah, that case was going that was like 3 years in that case.
Oh, yeah.
But they have like 96 in there, like then in 98, 99 when he plead out to her. Oh, yeah. I was messed about that.
Oh, see, that's the thing. That's when I was in, because I don't remember that. Because I went in the 96, the end of 96, 97 came out in 99. That came out in 99, beginning of 2000.
New Life. No more crime, Mr. Metro Man.
Exactly. And I haven't looked back. You know what I'm saying, though? Hey, what's up?
That's
You
what's
know?
up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You got out, man, and did all the right things.
Oh, hell yeah. Went to McDonald's first, man.
Hey, a job.
He found Jesus, y'all.
No, that's some bull crap. I didn't
Jesus.
found Jesus. I had Jesus. I told y'all on my last thing. My grandmother made us go to church. That's one thing I can love about my grandmother. She made us go to church.
Hey, Ronnie, help me out. So tell them you always tell them people they found Jesus.
What?
He say found Jesus.
Yeah, okay.
You say
I never said I found
I
Jesus.
never knew he was lost.
He already had Jesus.
I never said I found Jesus. All I said is my grandmother made me go to church when I was younger. I used to be in the Christmas plays, the Easter plays, Bible study, choir rehearsal. Oh, yeah, and that wasn't in the 80s. It was in the 70s.
Yeah, but I don't remember you going to no church in the 80s.
Yeah.
Church is chicken.
Yeah, so anyway. Right, exactly. So anyway, so I was getting ready to, drift off into that, until, people, you know what I'm saying? Though not again, so and that's one thing I love about my stepfather though. His name was Reginald Mercer. Smart, educated dude. You heard my buddy just said, trust me, everybody can tell you he was a good guy. He came from Cleveland, Ohio. He met my mother. Whatever. My mother at the time, was working for the Department of Veterans Affairs. I never forget it. It was in the 70s. My mother was making $340 every 2 weeks in the early 70s. That was good money. My stepfather was making $360 a week at this place called Merchants. As soon as you go down Sheriff Road, if you make the left right there with a giant warehouse, it was a place in the back. But anyway, what he did is he came and he taught me a lot about the street life and this and that or whatever, and told my mother, them boys don't have to go to church if they don't want to. So I came out here, I stepped, as they say, I stepped off the porch. And when I stepped off the porch is when I got in trouble. But the thing I think that really took care of me and protected me and guided me while I was in jail, still out here, you know what I'm saying, doing some things I wasn't supposed to do, smoking, whatever the case may be. Never smoked no crack, never shot no drugs. I smoke weed, I smoke PCP. I'm not ashamed of it. You know what I'm saying, though? But that's been over almost 40 years. You know what I'm saying, though? And hey, so, and I say this to say, if any youngers, y'all ever hear this or what have you, so I'm who I am today. But again, I was raised in church, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. So,
come from some kind of even with me. My mother had me going to church. I chose Islam when I became older.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But, in Islam, they talk about G.
Right.
Yeah, Miss Hill had me going to church with her.
It's a whole chapter.
I was like 5-6 years old. Mm-hmm. Only time I went to trip with my mom to go get a basket.
Right. I got you. And no disrespect to Islam, though, right? I went to prison, you know what I'm saying, though, and I had a couple people come to me and say, man, why don't you join the Muslims or join Nation Islams or the Moorish American? And they would always say, man, they can protect you. Again, nothing against my homies, though, right? But me, you know what I'm saying, though, I'm not gonna say I wish I would have went at least listen to them or whatever, but at that time, I had to try to prove something to myself. I don't need them, you know what I'm saying, or whatever case may be. So that's why I didn't go, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. So, hey, and I'm one of them type of dudes that whatever the case may be, which is sound crazy. So they probably like, hey, uneducated. But I was real smart coming through school. But what happened, and then no disrespect to my buddies, I was real smart. So the guys I was hanging with, not you, Ronnie, because you know what I'm saying, you wasn't my buddy at the time, or we didn't really go to school together. But anyway, the guys I was hanging with, they were, you know what I'm saying, though, they wasn't as smart as me. This is another thing for the youngest. They wasn't as smart as I was. So what I did is I dummied myself down. You know what I'm saying? Though I didn't get on the honor roll. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said no disrespect to you, homie, because I don't want you to think I'm talking about you. So I dummied myself down because I didn't want to get on the honor roll, this and that, or whatever the case may be, because I wanted to fit in. And if I could do it all over, so any of you youngers now, that, you know what I'm saying, though, that you smart, man, go to school, man, get your education, get on the honor roll, because now I have dudes like, them people's coming, but I have dudes like Paul Edwards, Roderick Darby, them dudes, you know what I'm saying, though, they grew up with me. But them dudes, you know what I'm saying, though, they didn't go the route that I went. You know what I'm saying? They probably married with families, and it's more Lindell Golson, you know, some good dudes. I'm trying to, man, Ronnie, name somebody, man. Somebody, you know.
Raymond
Albritton, right.
Jerry Butler.
Jerry Royal. Jerry Royal, yeah, them type of dudes. John Body. Greg Seymour.
Reggie Baggins.
Now Reggie Baggins, he cool, but Reggie Baggins was selling both. You know what I'm saying, though? Yeah. That was my man. We used to smoke, and we still Reggie Baggins. One thing I loved about Reggie Baggins in the 12th grade, Reggie Baggins had a car, a motorcycle, was working. Man, we used to go to school every day, man, smoking, man, before we went to school and this and that or what have you. But anyway, the point I'm just trying to make young people is, you know what I'm saying, though, it's like, hey, you know, if I could do it all over, I wouldn't have dummied myself down. I just would have went on and, you know what I'm saying, though, got the education I should have got. And then again, like I said, I'm from Langston Terrace, which is right here, Spingarn, right there. I thought I had to be the idiot that, you know, this is my neighborhood. So soon as guys came through, I stole them, you know what I'm saying, though, whatever, and trying to hold up the neighborhood. And I didn't play no sports. I ran track my last year. Man, that track, man, was so much fun. If I could do it all over, I'd have ran track in junior high, high school, elementary, and everything. You know that, man. And the funny part about it, we had this coach. I'm gonna put him on blast. He good guy, but kind of bad guy. His name was Bruce Williams. He come from somewhere else. He came over to Spingarn. The reason I even ran track, because anybody that went to Spingarn, Mr. Gates was a track coach or whatever. So in the 12th grade, you know, you have to have English 4 and government to graduate. So English you take the whole time, and then government, you know what I'm saying, you take a half a semester or what have you. So but anyway, so I had typing 1A, and back then I didn't realize why they gave me that stuff, because that's before computers was really out. I had typing 1 in the 9th grade. I had typing 1A in the 10th, and in the 12th grade, I didn't take it. I wish I would have took it now. But anyway, to make a long story short, so I wound up going to driver's ed. Mr. Gates was like, it can't nobody outrun nobody on my track team. I said, I can outrun everybody on your track team. I wound up going, I ran it, and it was this dude named Stuart Dawkins. You can look it up. Stuart Dawkins. Stuart Dawkins was pretty good. I used to burn his ass and what have you, though. And then I never forget, I never ran the mile. The mile is 4 laps around the track. I ran the mile, and when I ran the mile, I jumped out and I beat Stuart Dawkins. And you know what Mr. Gates had the nerve to say? This is how it showed how favoritism was. Mr. Gates had the nerve to say, how the hell you gonna get out there and run your race like that and make Stuart off his race? I'm like, man, I didn't make Stuart off his race. I just ran my race. Right. You know, but anyway, all I'm saying is, I was just saying this, the people's coming back again. But anyway, I'll always just say this just to say young, and I'm always gonna try to educate y'all. You know what I'm saying, though? But hey,
I tell you, female needs to be famous.
Right. Yeah, but that's peer pressure. Peer pressure again, because again, I try to hang around the dudes, you know what I'm saying, though, because I want to hang around them. Like I said, I want to hang around the so-and-so instead of Roderick Darby and Paul Edwards and Lindell Golson. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to hang around the Patrick Jones, which is Dickie. Not something Dickie wasn't bad, but you know what I'm saying? Gregory Wilson, Stack.
Right.
Paul Walkers, you know what I'm saying? I want to hang around.
We just going down memory lane, my bro.
Right. And it's not. I'm not saying they was bad dudes. I'm saying they were just dudes that could fight. You know what I'm saying, though? And they were just, you know, hey, they was the dudes that was the cool dudes. You know what I'm saying, though? The dudes that you thought, you know, who you wanted to be about.
Yeah, as opposed getting the GED was good. I got my GED in gym.
Oh yeah.
So did I.
Right.
I'm the first one ever got a GED in my family.
Look, this dude is so good. This is his podcast, though, right?
I'm looking at my man right there about the GED right there.
No, I got you. No, I'm telling you how he's so good, though, right? I'm gonna go back to my stepfather, though.
Yeah.
Man, I was in the 12th grade. You know what I'm saying, though? Whatever. We used to hang out with my buddy Richard Kelly, lived in his building. We used to hang out at Richard Kelly's house. Right there, exactly. We used to hang over his apartment or whatever. And then they started cutting class. My stepfather punished me and my brother and I. In the 12th grade, I was punished. Man, my penmanship, which is handwriting, is called penmanship. It was so bad. He used to have me writing capital A, capital B, capital small A, small B.
Good evening.
Right.
Good evening. Well, it's night over here, so you saying good evening.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, he had me punished. And he told me, he said, man, let me explain something to you. He said, man, I'll let you go outside today or tomorrow. He said, but you're not gonna graduate. He said 5 years from now, you know what I'm saying? He said, you're gonna thank me. And the only reason I'm cutting for a second because I don't want y'all to think every time he say something. If I'm lying, man, God can take everything away from me. You know what I'm saying?
If God give me that nice truck, then God give me
with God, he can give my Cadillac.
Give that $100,000 truck to me.
Right. But he told me, I hear you, yeah. So no, we good. So he told me, he said, he might think I'm being hard on you, and I couldn't understand it. I'm 17 years old, going on 18. My buddy's right there. The basketball court was right here. You can see the thing or whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Though, and they was out playing and this and that or whatever. I went out for the baseball team. I was pretty good, but he wouldn't let me go to practice.
God is great.
You know what I'm saying? None of that. So anyway, so he punished me. He said he gonna thank me. He said 5 years later you gonna thank me, and it wasn't say 5 years that day, but he right. I thanked him, and like I worked like he said. My man said I've been at Metro now for 26 years. Back then when I first came in Metro, if you didn't have a high school diploma, you couldn't get in Metro. But had my stepfather not did what he did to me, you know what I'm saying? Though I'd have hung out with my friends. Who knows where I would be at now? So you know I'm like, hey, so youngins, plus stay in school, man. Do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, because again, hey, you know, you need to have an education. And then a lot of people talk about this and that, and people talk about us. If you speak proper English, you know what I'm saying, don't speak proper English, because that doesn't mean that you're being white. That's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to speak proper English. Again, no disrespect to where we come up at. So what we do to blend in, you know what I'm saying, that we cut our words off.
I do speak Geechee.
Right. Okay, I got you.
Everybody used to call me Geechee man.
Oh yeah. So I'm like, you know, hey, because sometimes I'll be catching myself. I'll be like, you know, like I might say Maryland, but it's not Maryland. It's really where you live at. You live in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. Where you live at Clinton. No, it's Clinton. You know what I'm saying? So don't be ashamed. One thing I love about my kids, though, you know what I'm saying, they all speak proper English. And, you know, and I'm not ashamed of it. I have 3 kids with 3 young adults now. And, you know what I'm saying, though, now I have found about 3 different babies, 3 mothers. And I never forget the first time I got my kids together. And and when I got them together, they was talking, man, like they've been knowing each other, you know, for forever. And they was sitting in the back. I'm looking in the back, that like I'm a Uber, and they was speaking so much proper English. And I'm looking in the mirror, and man, that was one of the most happiest feelings in my life, because they were just talking, and I was just listening to them. So it's like, hey, so don't be ashamed of who y'all speak proper English.
Yeah.
You know, hey,
good education,
right? Yeah, because that doesn't mean you're not to cut you off. That doesn't mean you're trying to be white. That don't mean that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
Chase your dreams too.
Right? Exactly. There we go. Go ahead, man. Chase your dreams.
You gotta chase your dreams, because you don't want to. Years later on, you like, I shoulda, woulda. You know what I mean? And we was 19, we was 20, then we 30, we 40, then we 50. Some of us in our 60s.
Mm-hmm. And y'all heard what I just said. I wish I'd went out for sports again. I thought I was a freaking gangster, you know what I'm saying, though, wanted to fight everybody. And half of the dudes that was on the football team, because I went to Phelps and I went to Spingarn.
You took a Phelps.
I took communication electronics or what have you, though. Communication electronics deal with a lot of like TVs and different stuff. Oh, yeah.
She met Mr. Cook.
Oh, yeah.
And drywall.
Okay, Mr. Cook. It was a principal named Mr. Cook, too, though.
Yeah.
It's funny, Mr. Cook, man. Mr. Cook was this short old dude. Cool old dude, though, right? Yeah. He used to run the hall, right? You run the hall, because back then, you run the hall. Mr. Cook said, hey, Chief, come here, Chief. I know you, Chief. I'm going to see you, Chief. And, man, damn, Mr. Cook didn't know. Boy, you see later on, hey, Chief, I told you, you know what I'm saying, though? Man, no, man, those was the days, man. Those was the days. Right. Man. We had all the schools right there. Charles Young Elementary School, Brown Junior High, Spingarn High School, and then Phelps Vocational School or Vocational High School. Some of the best players and some of the sports people came out of Spingarn that went to the pros. Dave Bain, Eldrin Bella, Earl Jones, Sherman Douglas. You know, you can't say that about too many other high schools.
Michael Graham, my bad.
He went to
Georgetown.
Michael Graham.
1984.
Yeah, 80. It came out 83.
I mean,
Yeah,
when they won the
83.
championship, 84,
Yeah, 84, right. Michael Graham, I graduated Michael Graham. Bootney, Clarence Green. You know, Sherman Douglas came, you know what I'm saying, though, 2 years
What
after
about
me.
Big Arthur? Did he play football?
Yeah, Big Arthur played football, yeah.
Arthur played football. For who? San Diego, Chicago?
Yeah, he went to San Diego Chargers. But then he just came back home, you know what I'm saying, though, didn't take it serious and didn't keep going. But you should have kept going, but hey, everybody choose their life, you know. So, but yeah, but man, hey. So again, man, when it's all said and done, I don't know how long we're gonna be doing this. I don't have no problem. We can talk forever. But again, for everybody now, even though you might be older, you know what I'm saying, though, if you feel as though you haven't accomplished what you didn't accomplish, don't trip off of that. Just try to be the best person you can be now. You know what I'm saying, though? Exactly.
Even though say life take a turn.
Yeah, for
a
whatever.
right cross come. You hit with a right cross in life.
Right.
But that don't stop a person from achieving whatever their goals is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even doing stagnation level with myself, even with the incarceration, it don't stop me from. I'm out here now.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So it don't stop me from achieving what I set out to achieve.
Right.
Whatever I set, what goals I set for myself.
Yeah. Exactly.
But right now, I would love to be in a position where it's about generation wealth. You got children, grandchildren.
Right. Even though it's not designed for us, but again, like you said, you can create your own though.
Yeah.
Start a business.
Exactly. And remember, you know what I'm saying? I've always heard if it for a business, it's going to really take you about 3 years just to see a profit. You know what I'm saying? Doing what have you. Yeah. Some people fail, you know what I'm saying, though, before, a couple of times before they get it right.
Well, if you're going to do a business, do a business that you want to do.
Right.
Don't do a business because, like I said, if it's a business in painting, but you don't like paint.
Right.
So you don't maybe get up and go for the contract.
Yeah.
No, you like home improvement, fixing stuff, get in that type of business. You like being a mechanic, do that.
Right.
Do something you want to do. Like people go to school, take a trade, or go to college, take a course. Some they really hard is not into it because when I was told them, because I remember little bro named Janice, not my godmother, but Janice. They were living in arcade.
Oh, Janice had the daughter India.
Yeah, but what was amazing, she opened a book. She had a lot of certificates.
Oh yeah,
man, a lot of certificates. I mean, woo, amazing.
Yeah.
From college and everything, and then like she was like 32 at the time, and I'm looking at that like, kind of weird. You got all these junk, but when you ain't putting it into work, but you took a lot of certificates she got that you couldn't use.
Right.
It like when I was locked up. We locked me trying to get a lot of certificates. Okay, I got NAAA. I never use drugs. I never drink. So but you know what I mean. So basically, it's just to fake the phone. They call beating the system.
Right.
So we collect all these.
Beat the system, what you learn, but still, you
see what happened? You see what happened when they say I beat the system? They gave me 5 years for that dumb.
Right. Hey, again, my man touched on something. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not bull jobbing y'all. Like I told. Fuck you laughing at? Excuse me.
We're not fighting. That was a punch.
I had to call. This is what we do. We talk to even like that or whatever though, right? Yeah. But no, on a for real side though, right? It's so funny. Remember I told you I used to get high. I'm not ashamed of it. Yeah. And one thing about it, I used to always talk to God. Like I told y'all, I was raised in church, and I was like, God, help me get off of it. And it was kind of hard. I said, God, I think I know one way. Not that I wanted to go to jail, but when I went to jail, I said, I know that it helped me. So I'll never forget. So what I started doing, I started going to NA meetings. In the process of going to NA meetings, I started sharing the meetings or whatever. In the process of sharing the meetings, I used to like share the meeting. I'd read out the big book. And then, you know what I'm saying? It was like I still was in jail for like about 2 years. And then one day, I never forget. So anybody that don't believe it, and you know what I'm saying, or whatever, look in the big book. It was something that was a guy said something about he was sitting in his living room somewhere or something, whatever case may be, him and his dog. But anyway, I had been praying for like 2 years after, being off the street and there. Hey, what's up? So one day, man, I don't know, a light just came on. And then I said to myself, I'll never get high. Like I said, now this has been about, the last time I got was 89. So we'll be talking 99, 09, 19, and this is 26.
Yep.
So we're talking what? In 3 years, it'll be 40 years. You know, I have no desire for it. Yeah, I drink my beer. I love my beer now. Don't get me wrong. When I retire in a few years, a lot of my coworkers be talking about how they're gonna smoke a joint of weed. I'm not gonna smoke me a joint of weed, but I am gonna get me like a bottle of Cristal or some, Don Perignon that costs a little bit of money just to celebrate.
Big
But
ball, a big fish.
nah, I'm be retired. It's not I'm a big bowl of big fish. I'm gonna be retired.
You earned that.
Yeah, I earned that. You know what I'm saying? So all I do now is just drink my little beer, hang with the fellas here and there, take care of my mom, Redskin season ticket holders, stuff like that.
Yeah, disappointment tickets.
Yeah.
Most time when I see like seniors, you know what I mean, they be taking their time, they get their own cane, No, take your time because you earned.
Exactly. Yeah.
You lived your life, you earned.
Exactly.
I remember like when we go to funerals, I be speaking at funerals and stuff.
Yeah, you did a great job at Lip Joint.
That started in prison.
Oh, did it?
Like further, I was in the Moore side, I was speaking there. But now you can go to Nation of Islam. They used to invite me to come and speak. Bro, come speak. And it'd be like 500 people. So when you're in prison, you got 500 angry men just mad at something. I don't know what it was. They about to have a riot or something.
As soon as
So
you spoke.
and I spoke. Ooh, I'm proud of you. Ooh. And a lot of people like, bro, I never knew you could talk like that.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And then I got one of my confidence in jail talking around, aggressive men, And one brother I remember, he was a Sunni brother. He said, brother, what you do, just look at something in there.
And focus on that.
And focus on that, and you get it. You're looking at the crowd, and you're seeing the man of people that's written and stuff. You just, you lose control. So it's
now when you will say when you be speaking though, right?
Yeah.
When you got all them other eyeballs on at you, but when you hit a point and you can see the light come in the eyes, you know what I'm saying? I did the same thing. That's how I got to the point where I got over the phobia of public speaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The first time he threw me up there. And I fumbled, but I told him every week I want to go up there.
I remember when Rick Love had his funeral back in COVID-19 was 20.
Oh, 2020. Yeah.
And his family members got up and said, I got up there and spoke. And I'd be like, then we had them
right there, I'm
like,
Yeah.
But we like, damn, man, I know you can speak like that. And everybody knows that, like, and Mike always said, man, if I go, man, I want you to speak for me. I said, I got something for you. I'm going to tell Mike, if I'm having all them kids, you hear me, Mike? I'm singing Pop with the Rolling Stone in your joint.
Right.
I'm going to hit it. Papa was a Rolling Stone, my son. I'm going to hit it for Mike.
Yeah.
But Mike a good guy, so he going to be around for a while.
Right, yeah, I miss Rick funeral because I had to, go to work that day.
Now, what happened? The funeral was supposed to be that day kept bouncing back and forth. And it caught a lot of people off guard, but then when you go in the funeral home with COVID-19, only that amount of people couldn't get in. You still had people stuck outside.
Right.
So the ones who was in, they had locked the door.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was my man, man. I don't care what everybody.
Some people were stuck in the hallway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I did get like 5 minutes for like 20 seconds on a video of it. That when Neil and all them got up there was talking, Neil, Mike, and Mark were all talking.
But as you see though, our environment shaped us though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Grow up in this neighborhood shaped us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When we go back to, if we reminisce really, think about all the activities. Where to down, you have the youth, they rather play games than sports or come out. They text each other. They can be in another room, but they rather talk with each other face to face.
But that's part of this society now.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They take everything from them. You know what I'm saying? They'll make them depend on social media. That's why they're killing each other. But think about it. Remember when all those carjacking was going on? It's not going on too much now because those kids, the 13, 12, what were they playing? They were playing Grand Theft Auto. Right. But they took that stuff out in the streets or whatever the case may be. So. And that's what I'm saying. Like I said, they took a lot of stuff from them.
See, we didn't do that when we was out there. We didn't do that. Nah, you never heard of that.
Right. We had activities though.
We never heard. I don't know no one pulled a person on one and carjack nobody.
Right. No, hell no, we wouldn't do that.
Anyway, you wouldn't do that because back then, only one carry pistols was gangsters.
Right, exactly.
You know, and everybody knew everybody. I mean, whoever making noise over here, people over there knew who it was.
Right.
That means if a person robbing, people from like over south, we knew who was doing the robberies over here.
Right.
People we knew who was robbing over there.
Right. Exactly.
You know.
Around here, you got caught up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because it's funny. Remember how we was talking about swimming though, right? When I was swimming the other day, right, in Vegas, and I didn't take my arms all the way. And I remember, because remember when I broke my arm, my shoulder, when I, down spring on the wreck. I never forget, Miss Lee took us swimming. Miss Lee, short Miss Lee. And she was like, you're not putting that shoulder all the way. Because at first I wasn't. And I thought about her, like I said. So, yeah.
Break your shoulder in Vegas? You break your shoulder?
I was down the spring on it. It was what, 12, 13. What we was doing was a little exercise, though. We was jumping up. And we kept hanging on it, and then we hung on it, and the thing fell, and it came loose. Broke my shoulder, my ear was messed up. My man Rex, I ain't put you on the spot. You and Ronnie's my best friend.
You Rex?
Rex cried for me though, man. Rex cried that day.
Rex cried.
Yeah, I ain't putting you on the spot.
No, I mean,
the Rex cried.
Yeah.
Lotto was crying when
that Rex could have been a hell of a ball player, man.
Lotto was what? Yeah.
Cried when they see Cornbread Earl than me.
He cried. He definitely cried. He definitely cried. Yeah.
What the hell you talking about? You cried in Cooley High?
No, I didn't.
At the alley, you cried. You cried more than my sister. I didn't know what's going on. I think I'm like this. You was my hero. I know my hero was crying. My hero was crying.
The Rex cried at Cooley High and Cornbread Earl though. But yeah.
Only movie I cried was in The Exorcist.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Nah, that devil looked like that person kept knocking on our door, checking my mom on our sheet. Remember back then when you had to get the welfare stuff? They checked the bed and checked the icebox. Looked like that lady that do that back in the day. They were niggas go. You had to hide your man back in the 70s.
Right.
They checked about every 8 months to come check on you.
Right.
We had to run over Miss Midget house, put the boots and stuff, and put in the bag.
It is. We're just not putting your face on there. But yeah, but like you said, I didn't cry at one movie, but I did get emotional. If you ever watched Tuskegee Airmen, though, right?
Yeah.
That's you watched it?
Yeah.
The first one I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the second one, Neo.
I watched it.
You've seen Tuskegee Airmen? You got to think about it. No. You seen Tuskegee Airmen?
Yeah.
What was it about? Who played in it? Give me one that has some good. Who played in it, Ronnie?
That's Steve.
Tuskegee Airmen.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, you the Kentucky.
Tuskegee. I said Tuskegee Airmen.
They was Brian.
I said Airmen,
Yeah. I know that.
We gonna keep it. My man, we cuss each other out, but we can't do that because we on Facebook. But anyway, Lawrence Fishburne played in it.
Your cousin ain't here today. Your cousin ain't here today.
Right, Lawrence Fishburne played in it. Mekhi Phifer, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Alan Payne. But anyway, what always touched me is when they were flying though, right? And then when they say they wasn't giving no mission, so they always doing was flying, and they switched to another channel. In the process of switching to the other channel or what have you, they heard the bombers, you know what I'm saying, though, being under attack. So they went and saved them. So the white boys was like, man, I don't know who these guys was, but they had the tails or something. They painted the tails or what have you. So in the process,
red tails.
Yeah, the red tails.
Red tails.
So when they painted the tails, so he was like, man, I got to go get them boys a bottle of fine liquor or whatever. So he went over the line. I'm trying to find the palace or who was out here. He said, you looking at him? He's like, huh? Yeah. He said, Black Palace? He said, this whole place is black. So anyway, to make a long story short, you see where I'm going at. So then after that, so the part that made me tear up all the time, I didn't really cry, but it was emotional. It's like when they kept losing the bombers. So when they had this one mission, and the mission was like, they was like, look here, who do you want no, he said the 56th battalion is gonna take y'all to drop the bombs, whatever. So the white guy that was racist said, if it's any thing to you, sir. He said, I would love to have the 77th Battalion, you know what I'm saying, though, fly me, because I've been doing some investigating on them boys, and ever since them boys been there, we have not lost a bomber. So the guy was like, the color guys? He was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, though, whatever. So the whole point is, though, you know what I'm saying, though, if you look at the movie, it's real good because they were racist, you know what I'm saying, though, this and that. But when it was all said and done, that man wanted the black man to get him to and from, or whatever the case may be. And that was one of the only movies that, you know what I'm saying, though, I guess the only reason the tears didn't come on my eyes, but you know how you, that part came. Even though I was in the house by myself, but I didn't let the tears come out though.
Right.
You know, but yeah, so that was a movie that.
That show name, where you keep them on your shoulder for?
Just like the Buffalo
me?
Soldier.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody,
He just loud like the Temptation.
Oh, okay.
When I was said the white girl, they was
You talking about the movie?
yeah, they was in they was in the mail room and
The white girl or the black girls?
bad girl.
So you talking about the just one that just was recent with Roger P. Henson in it?
No,
In the mail room?
no, yeah, they was
I know what's the Hidden Figures, right? They was doing the mail, right? Hidden Figures, you seen that?
yeah.
They was Hidden Figures, right?
I think that was.
With Roger P. Henson in there?
Right, yeah, she was a mathematician.
And right, it was the white women too, though. The white
Yeah.
people there, and then and they were,
Yeah, now that was a hell of a movie.
That made you cry though?
No,
What you talking about crying? You cry, old soft mama, cry.
fuck that.
You crying now, man. I give you a hug, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, you cried over Hidden Figures, huh?
That was the thing. That was my point.
But that was hidden history.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That was a hell of a movie.
Yeah, because it was, especially when what's my man name? The white guy. But anyway, and when she had to walk so far to go to the bathroom, and he got the fuss. He was like, well, "What's going on?" She like, "Look, I'm telling you right now. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I have to go here, and I got to go away with this. And so I'm sorry if this and that." He was like, "Oh yeah." He went up, then he knocked the sign down. Damn that, you can go, but yeah. But the whole history, though, young black folks or young black men, young girls and young boys, trust me, we play a major role in this history or whatever the case may be. And as right now, out of schools, they're trying to erase all of it. They're taking slavery out of the textbooks and this and that, just different things or whatever. They're trying to make you not know who you are. So, hey, go out here, man, get yourself an education. Don't care about what people say about you and this and that or whatever the case may be, because when it's all said and done, you know, man, you came to this earth by yourself. You're going to leave this earth by yourself. So, hey, just be the best person that you can be. And then don't worry about what people say and think about you, because regardless of what, people will always talk about you. This is my man. This is one example I always use, though, right? To let people know. All right, let's say, for instance, if I hit the money, and this is a perfect example. I have my three buddies right here. I hit the lottery right now, and I'm not saying this about my buddies. Hit the lottery for, let's say, $100 million, though, right? And I go to man, I'm gonna start with him first, my buddy here first. And I say, here's, man, 10,000. He gonna say, man, thank you, man. Hey, man, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying, though? And then I go to him and I say it's 10,000. Man, I don't want your money. You know what I'm saying, though? What have you, though, right?
And that sounds like Chuck.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm just trying to show you an example. And then I go to him and I say, man, here's 10,000. That's all you gonna give me? You know what I'm saying, though? You think you're better than me. So my point is, regardless of what you do or say, people gonna always have something to say. So you see what I'm saying?
Something negative.
Something negative, regardless of.
Something negative.
You know what I'm saying, though? So hey, don't try to please nobody, be you. When it's all said and
For
done.
example, they're talking about 100,000, you give me 10,000.
Right, right. See what I'm saying? I said 100 million, but I only give you 10,000.
Yeah,
but
100
you gonna be like, you appreciate it. He gonna be like, oh, what you think you better than me? You know what I'm saying?
No,
bro?
well, we know you gonna run to Vegas and we ain't gonna never see you again.
Well, you right about that too.
you ain't gonna get you.
But he shared.
I shared exactly.
He gonna get a chance to
right,
share.
right, but I didn't have to.
Right,
But
yeah.
again, but they didn't appreciate. Only one appreciated was him. You know what I'm saying? Though him, he like, that's all you're gonna give me. And then he like him, I don't want your money. What you think you better than me now or something? So people will always have something to say. They just always, you know. That's just life though.
Chuck ain't gonna say that because Chuck, you know how much beer Chuck can buy for $10,000? He can drink. He can drink for the next 5 years every day.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but man, like
hot burn.
Right.
The point. That's why he posed that question one time before. That's why it's imperative that history be taught at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta know where you came from.
The parent might not have the or
knowledge,
might have the knowledge, but you get a library. You get the right books for to feed that fresh mind. You know what I'm saying? You build that mind up, because if not, how am I gonna know who I am, where I'm traveling? Because like a lot of people say like slavery, okay, I went back there, it don't mean nothing to me.
Right.
But if you don't understand the past, how you know where you're going in the future?
But you know what? We'll never know who we are. You'll never ever know who you are.
Well, I beg a different on that one.
Why is that?
Because
who are you? Who are you?
Who am I? I'm the Asiatic black.
What you here for though?
Hold up. No, you asked me a question, bro. You asked me who am I? I'm the Asiatic black man. Make it on.
Let me ask you something. I
gotta ask him a question. No, let him go.
But he'll see. Let me see where I'm going. Let's see where I'm going.
Let him go.
That one question.
One question.
How do you know you're Asiatic black man?
How do I know Asiatic black man? To actually study.
Right. Okay. So
to study.
But you'll see where I'm going now. Okay.
To study, right?
Okay.
Because we was taught by Europeans, right?
Okay.
They gave us their indoctrination.
I understand all of that.
Now, this planet, right, is not considered this America, right, or
United States,
all that. No, this whole planet, we as black people, we're everywhere. It was called Asia Minor.
I understand all of that.
Right? So therefore,
how do you know that?
How do I know that?
Right.
History speaks.
But how do you know that?
Because you can go find if you go down to the Library of Congress, it's been indoctrinated. It's been indoctrinated. See, one thing we have to understand. We don't write our history. We write it before it happens.
I got that part though right there, all right. But I don't mean to cut you off, right? But how do you know this begins? That's why you will never know who you are, because you're only going by what you were. The only thing you know, anything you know about yourself, you either heard it, you was told it, or you read it. So we'll never know who we really are. We only going by. Think about it. I want you to think about that for a second. Think about it.
I got one for you. Man, who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Well, from what I was told, I'm a male. You know, my name is, because like I said, with Facebook.
Your name is what?
I'm not going to put my name on Facebook because I don't know who's going to say it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You feel me?
Okay.
And I've already said this.
Where you get that name from?
That's what I'm saying. I got it from my parents. That's
where they get that name from.
But I was told that.
But you can trace it. You can trace it back to the plantation.
But again, I was still told that though.
But if you do a research, you'll find it.
Okay, I'm sure.
Okay. But go ahead.
Well, your lucky Redskins shirt you got.
You
know that property sit on the people who enslaved my family, the Wilson farm. That's a slave farm.
I got all of that.
Wilsons came from there.
I got all of that. But again,
same thing with Tennessee.
I got all of that. Trust me.
So therefore,
ain't no African no chambers.
But it's just like you said about the African American. Ain't a such thing as African American.
Right. But again, see, the thing is, everything that y'all telling me right now is somebody told y'all that.
But it's actually fact.
But how's it? How do you know it's facts? How do you know it's facts?
Because truth don't need to back it.
How do you know it's facts though? Were you there when it was first?
See, there we go. See, that's what I was talking about. Like I said before, a person said, I went back there in slavery when that happened. So it doesn't matter. But what I'm saying to you, it does matter because a good name can carry you a long way. If you go to certain places and you say, my name is
I got that part. I understand all of that.
First of all, look at that, slave.
Everybody.
But if you tell them, my name is, say, not just use an Islamic name or anything. Say
you're using something that's not a European name.
Exactly. Do you be more accepted?
I got that part.
Right?
But again, you still.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this.
Go ahead.
I like to start, but
Go now.
okay. You saying all this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
How far? Okay, segregation. What do you know about that?
I tell you
what little bit
Nah, I tell you,
You was born in segregation.
right.
You was
I
born.
tell
You
you
should know a lot. Chuck, you was born in segregation. You were born. I was not born in segregation. I was born in 1970. Segregation was gone.
No. They just dressed it up.
Okay, they dressed it up then. But
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I was born in segregation. Moms could not take you down Montgomery Ward downtown or anything that a Wolf broke downtown because it was segregated. Could take down the Washington
Yes, it
Monument.
could. Yes, it
The
could.
water fountain was segregated.
Yes, it could. Because we went to Woodrow.
Oh, what year was you born?
65.
Yeah.
It was still segregated. It was still segregated.
I'm telling you.
But he said at that particular time he was a child.
I was a child. Trust me, I never forget.
But your mom could do 13
I'll
with you.
I'll tell you what. Do this then. Let me do this to you. I'm gonna tell you like this: 196,940,000 square miles of this planet.
Teach him.
Now, refute it.
But where you get it from? Where you get it
How
from?
can you be?
Where you get it from?
I got a problem, boy.
Right, because
right now.
but how do
I
you,
got what you
but how
call-
you know it's facts though?
How you get that almanac, right? In your almanac, you go.
Again, how
in
do
your almanac,
you
because you
know it's facts?
in your almanac, because you deal with stats.
How do
You deal with stats.
Well,
Hold
what?
strap.
But
You
that's
deal
all-
with stats, right? In the almanac, it's in decimal form,
I
right?
got all of that.
Now, every year it's catching up because Johnny Come Lately can't tell me nothing about me no more. Nothing. That's why it's called Johnny Come
I
Lately.
got that part.
Now-
but Johnny Come Lately could tell you that at first until you went to, no disrespect, you went to prison and you practiced Islam or what have you, right? So now you still got to teach it from somewhere. So you still technically really don't know who you are. You know what that tells you who you are. That's all I'm trying to see. We'll never know who we are. Only reason you know your name is Chuck is that's your parents gave you. You know what I'm saying? Only reason we know we're black because that's what somebody told us. Any information you got.
Okay.
My origin came.
I'm gonna tell you something. Remember Tony Washington? I'm gonna tell you. Remember Tony Washington? You working in the office right there?
Not right on fan, but go ahead.
They were a little council.
Right there with that.
Yeah, right. That's how first the office.
Okay.
His grandmother was born in 1877.
Okay.
I met her. She lived like me 102 years old before she passed.
1877.
So, like in the 70s, we went over to the house, like 79, so we met her
Okay.
before she passed away. And it was amazing. This thing of 1877. Her mother was a slave.
I got all of that.
The thing about her mother was a slave. So slavery did exist. You know? So basically, the name we current.
It's the white man's name.
Yeah, because it is
The master's name. But again,
But
we
we tell
still but again, we still would never know who we are. Even if we were never slaves, we still would never know who we are. We only know what we were told. That's the only way we exist because we know what we were told. Right?
So man must be what he know, but not what he told you.
Because
You see where I'm going?
I don't even-
Yeah.
I mean, you know your name is Chuck Farley because
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying, though? I know you know you're a male because you were told you were a male. You know what I'm saying, though? My name is my name because that's what I was told. You know what I'm saying, though? I was told I had to go to school. You would never really know who you are. You never would
See,
know.
number one is you got a European education. You don't got an education of your original.
Even if you get it from your original people, you still never know who
Okay,
you
let
are.
me ask you this then. Here's a man that only had a 4th grade education, right?
Okay.
He was sharecropper.
Okay.
His father was a sharecropper. His grandfather was a sharecropper, right? But you know what they never said?
What?
He was a liar.
Okay.
You know what they said he was?
What?
Out of all the
What's up? All right.
black magazines, James
Yeah.
Baldwin, all
Man,
your
Man had a big party over there.
prominent historians, and
whatever,
say,
right.
right? You know what they said? He was the baddest man in remember.
I got all of that, but
But
still.
now, even though
I can
what he was teaching back then, now.
That's the old say
Right
they said
on
back
that.
in the day.
Yeah.
There's never been
Hell
nobody
yeah.
that said he was a liar.
Right. I understand whether we're a liar or not. How do you know who you are, though?
I
That's not them.
How?
I just told you.
How? Tell me
Like
again.
trying to teach these kids after me.
Yeah.
Okay, but
yeah,
how do you
black
know
man.
that? How do you know that?
How do I know that?
I was a man saying,
I know that
told
for a
you.
fact.
something
No,
good in my
because
play.
yeah, you have to learn
man to sleep.
from somebody,
Right.
that they
Y'all
really
having a good
they can show and I can show and prove what I'm saying.
Right.
Again, right, but
you
you
actually
only go back,
how?
even if you can show it and prove it, that's because you were still told that, though, man. You would never know who you are.
All right.
Why wouldn't you?
What you fighting the system for, man?
I'm not fighting the system.
You fighting knowledge.
No, I'm not fighting knowledge. I mean, again, I know who
you
I am.
You like a
To you be
fighter
your
in
way.
the 13th
No, to you be
round.
your
You
way.
on your feet, man.
To be your way. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I can stand on what I'm saying.
We all can stand up because that's just what we were taught. Just like regular, we taught to go to work, though. You know what I'm saying? Though we were taught you have to work a 9 to 5, do this. Yeah, you can get your own business. You know what I'm saying? Though whatever the case may be, but at the same time, again, you're doing everything that you were told to do and taught to do. You know what I'm saying? Though you would just never know who you are. How do you know you really a man? How do I really know I'm a black man? You know what I'm saying? Though how do I know?
Understanding my origin. Understand the origin of black.
I hear you.
Not color. Your origin. Where's your origin? Where do you get that melon from?
Well, we
where did you get the origin?
Okay, well, regardless of where I got it from, but how do I know where I got it from? Because I was what?
What?
That's when it's all said and
You
done.
was born in triple doctor.
But I was still told that though, right? Right or wrong?
That's a known fact.
How's it known?
Because inside your mother's inside your mother's womb,
no,
inside your mother's womb is darkness.
I got all of that though, right? I got all of that, right? But you were still told or taught that though. I want you to think about it.
Around Langston, y'all.
Knowledge. You were told or taught that.
When you seek knowledge, you will die seeking
knowledge. You see where I'm at, Chuck, though? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the thing is, when you go seeking knowledge, you're going to die seeking it, bro.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So therefore, if you seeking knowledge, that means
That's
it's
what
a learning process.
But you still will never know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You don't
Well,
know who
we
you are.
need we take down nation on Sunday. You work Sunday?
No, but that's what I'm saying. But that's my point.
And you be
y'all
shaming
got with the nation. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect.
I got with the morals too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And then you saw seeing things different. You see what I'm saying?
Of course, because now you become conscious.
Right. But my point. So again, the reason you became conscious because what? They did what? What did they do for y'all? What did the nation do to y'all? Or what did they do for y'all?
They resurrect me from the
They
dead.
told y'all.
No, they resurrect me from the dead.
Okay, well,
No, no.
resurrect you from the dead now. Did they tell you now?
See what the nation does? Nation don't allow you. The nation give you a book until you study.
Again, so that's my point.
So he would give you. You know what he do? They would give you their book. For you, they would give you the European book. For the European would tell on himself about tell you who you are.
I got that, but that's my point. I'm trying to get y'all to see. You don't really still know who you are. You only going back.
That's like you telling me Malcolm X didn't know who he was.
He didn't.
But he did.
He didn't.
No.
He didn't.
No.
He didn't. He became Malcolm X from Malcolm Little. You know what I'm saying? Though? But again, he was still told this and taught that.
He was taught
Yeah.
a certain,
Right, so that's my
profound.
But he's still Ronnie. He still don't know who he was.
Why
Only he took on an identity. He took on an identity. He took on an identity. It's Malcolm X.
Look,
Oh, Malcolm X. You know Malcolm X.
kept the X because
Malcolm X family was part of
Regardless who they was a part of.
You got,
regardless who they was part of. You see what I'm
Marcus
saying?
Garvey. He part of that Marcus Garvey movement.
No, okay, I got that part. But again, everything.
Your belief.
Right, your belief, right.
Yeah,
So again, your belief is what? Something that you were taught.
No. Your belief.
And it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
understand
It's a good thing.
But you got to come way back.
Okay, but
Way.
regardless, we come still
yeah,
way back. I don't give a fuck.
yeah.
You go way back
No.
to another planet. You know what I'm saying, though?
So you saying that if I tell you that the planet spins on its axis at 1,037 1/3 miles per hour, that's not a fact.
So we going to back to you.
That's not a fact. That's what you tell me.
I'm not saying it's not a fact, but that's what I was told. You see, that's what I was told. How do I know it's a fact? That's what I was told. How do you know it's a fact?
I know it's a fact.
Yeah.
Because like I just told you, it's stats.
That's my point. But that's what again, you were told that though,
He
Ronnie.
used stats every day. We read newspaper, get all these stats, right? Now, if I ask you,
What you told him, you just said the stats.
he read it. He read it out of the newspaper, right? Right? Like,
So again, what I just said, you either told it, you read it, you know what I'm saying, or you seen it somewhere. So again, that's what I'm trying to
it's like you was taught how to read, right?
Again, exactly.
But you can read.
Right. But I was still taught it, yo.
But it's the fact that you can read.
That's a fact I can read, but that still doesn't mean I know who I am because I can read.
No, I'm just using it as a scenario. You know what I'm saying?
We just having
Right, right. So therefore, like you just told them about going to school, about getting an education.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you got two types of education. The elite says you had it. You have the education for the 85% deaf, dumb, and blind, right? The elite got another education they'll never teach you.
How you know that?
I know that.
Yeah, how you know that?
Because they're never going to teach you the
How
art
do
of
you know
war.
that, though?
I'm going to give it to you. They won't teach you the art of war, and they won't teach you the art of mating, and they will tell you that economics is warfare.
But how you know that though?
It's a known fact.
How do you know that?
Here go Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson started BET.
That's not what I asked you.
Oh, you asked me how I know. I'm trying to prove a point. Saying to you, bro. I'm trying to prove a point to you.
What's up?
Oh, my brother.
My bad.
You see what I'm saying? It's a known fact that Ben Johnson had BET. The same elite people came to him with a check. Then you went through. You just said the same thing about the house. You did. It came out your mouth. You
What I say about the house?
About the house, about how they,
nephew.
they give you 100,000, they come off something for
We
it.
got that, but that's not knowing who you are, though. That's not knowing who you are. See,
You know who you are. That's why you have to have to study. You have to study.
I want you to think about that later on tonight.
I think about it already.
Because you don't know who you are. You would never know who you are because you just won't. You know what you were told, man. You still know what you were told. When it's all said and done, you know what you were told.
Who can refute it?
Who can refute it? Anybody with common sense. No disrespect. No disrespect. Anybody with common sense. Because you only know what you told.
You got to study.
You still can't refute it.
Even if you study,
It's like the way like you drive buses. You study how to drive buses.
I understand that, right?
How you knew how to bus work.
But exactly. But again, right? Because again, I had to study it, though, right? So because I had to study it, you know what I'm saying? That's how I learned that. You know what I'm saying, though? But that's a whole different scenario as far as who you are. That's a whole different scenario. Yeah, you Muslim more. So you see what I'm saying, though? Right. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. So now I'm the son and grandson of my grandmother, my mother. Again, because of, you know what I'm saying, though. Like I said, they watch, Facebook, at my job. You know what I'm saying? I don't either. All that bullshit. You know what I'm saying, though. Whatever. So again. So we only know what we were told. You know what I'm saying, though, or what have you.
You gotta be what you know then.
Huh?
You gotta be what you know.
But yeah, but you know how you know it? Because you were told it first. When you first came out the room, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, we're gonna go in there. You saying, okay, how you know you're a Christian?
Because I was told I was a Christian.
You believe you're a Christian?
Yeah, because I was told
You believe Jesus died for your sins?
Yeah, because I was told it.
You believe Jesus died on the cross?
Because I was told it. I'm not saying I do, yeah, because that's what I was told.
You believe Jesus a European?
No, I definitely don't believe that.
It's in your church.
I got that part. And the reason why I don't believe that, because in the Bible, it says he had hair of wool and dark skin. Again, but what did I do? I was told that. I read that. So that's the only reason I know that.
So maybe he wasn't a Christian. Maybe it sounded like he was a Hebrew or something.
He probably wasn't. But again, my whole point I'm trying to get you to see, is I was told that.
I understand.
I read that.
I understand. It's a lot of things that you read,
okay,
right?
is Jesus God?
No, he's not God. Some people say he is. You know what I'm saying? Some people say he's the son of God.
I never read nothing in the Bible that said he was God.
Right, I got you. So that's what I'm saying. Again, so that's why I said some people say he is. I heard he was the son of God. You know what I'm saying? Though again, but again, I was told that. I even read that. Regardless.
When you read that at?
In the Bible.
He was God?
That he was the son of God.
But ain't all of the son of God?
Well, yeah, but that still got to do with you not knowing.
But what he said, I can do all men can do. So if he's son of God, I can't be with him.
And he said people's coming again, or they might get a talk, but
You come in and teach him.
But
that's
all I'm trying to say.
I know, I understand. I'm looking at it from your perspective, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at your perspective, right?
Like I said, we would never know. But yeah, now, like I said, as far as I know, you're Ronnie. I'm so and so. You know what I'm saying, though? And we know a lot about each other because we've been around each other. We know about our parents, our brothers, our sisters. You know what I'm saying, though? Motherfucker Al used to get high. You know, we know stuff like that. Limp used to go over his house. Again, we know all of that, but when it's deep down inside, you would never, ever, ever, ever know who you are. So how we go about this life now is because these are the things that we were taught. So you know what I'm saying, though, and when we think about we've taught to go through school, you know what I'm saying, get an education, you know what I'm saying, possibly go to college, get a job, you know what I'm saying, whatever case may be.
Let me stop you right there. Why wasn't you taught? Because to go to school, get an education, and start a business.
Well,
oh no! You just said that.
Okay, but I said something about the business too. I said that earlier.
You know what I'm saying?
But
No.
But regardless,
most of our parents, right?
Okay.
That was because that was they was taught.
They was taught, right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it was wrong, but that's a part of this system.
I got you. But we might touched earlier too. I said something about to get the business. But when I went to high school to Phelps, I was taught to go into electronics to go get a business. You know what I'm saying? Though I just didn't get it. So you know what I'm saying? Though, so yeah.
You work with somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though you got people that go to from kindergarten all the way up to college, they get these all these degrees, all that, right?
Doctorates, masters, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then they get a business, but when you get a business, you still, it's just your business, but you still gotta pay your taxes, all types of stuff. You know, you can't just really
ain't pay no taxes.
Well, Don King probably didn't pay no taxes,
No,
but
he didn't pay no taxes.
How you know?
Don King didn't.
How you know?
Don King didn't pay no taxes.
How do you know that though? Because you what? You did what?
Research.
What? No, okay, but you so how did you do it? You did what?
I did research.
You read it. So you even read it, you heard it,
but it's documented. That's the whole thing.
You're still missing the whole point.
Okay.
The whole point is you still read it, though. Ron,
No. This is better way.
Everything.
This is better way. I want to break it down like this, right?
You can't break it down to me to go.
The European know who he is. The Chinaman know who he is. The Arab know who he is.
He still don't know who he is. He know he is. No, he don't.
Like when I wore the Iran shirt. Why wearing the Iran shirt? They Persians. They ancient Persians. He the Persians say y'all was among us. Come on, us. We was among the Persians.
He don't know who he is. He was taught it too.
No.
He is. That's the same way.
System, man.
I'm not fighting. It's not fighting the system.
No. He has the right to be upset.
I'm not fighting the system. That's just like you said. Since you talking about they wore a Persian shirt. Now, if I get a church shirt downtown, you know what I'm saying, though, at the goddamn on stands or something, or I go to this 250-year reunion or something, whatever, and then I go over to, you know what I'm saying, though, to wherever you said, and I'm gonna say I'm an American because I have it on a shirt. But that don't mean I'm American. I'm still was just told that.
No,
but I know I'm not American.
So who are you?
Well, man, I just told you I'm the son of my grandmother and my grandson of my mother, my grandmother and the son of my mother.
Do you know where you going?
Nope. Don't none of us know where we going. Don't none of us know.
Whoa! You better know.
Don't none of us know where we going.
You better know. You better know.
Where you going? Where you
better know where you going in life.
Where you going?
A man that don't know where he's going, he's lost.
Where you going? There you go. Since you brought that up.
That's why you got that right there.
You remember how you said in the railroad, remember? Yeah, I remember these railroads.
Because Malcolm said was a man without a watch. By the time, shorty man is lost.
Right, I got it.
Teach him.
But again, listen what you just said. Where did you get that from? You did what, though?
What?
When you said Malcolm said it, so you did what? You what?
I'm listening.
You heard it.
No. I can put out break out that
heard
book.
It, though. That's my point.
I can put out that book I got.
That's my point. So then when you go into the book, you read it. That's my point.
It's just like right now, that book right there. I got right there.
I got that.
Hear me out. It talks about lining the mission, about lining things up.
I
You
hear
know what I'm saying? Now, if you down, like you said you are the
son and grandson of that. You ask me who I am,
right?
That's who I am.
Now you got sons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now it's imperative that you take your son where you can set him on your shoulder, where he can see further down the future because he's your future, right?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
But again, this is what you just said.
But you the past.
But
you gonna be able to say, but you the past.
But what am I doing though? What am I doing? I'm teaching him and I'm telling him.
No,
he don't.
Right.
He don't know. I'm telling him. He don't know. But the only thing where did he get it from? Because I told him.
Because that's your job,
right? But that's that's my point. Because I told him. He don't really know who he is. He only know what I told him.
Until he coming to
even when he coming to his own, he still don't remember what I told him.
That's the purpose of having, like I said.
Okay, well, you know what?
We're gonna
debate for this like about 2 or 3 more minutes, and then I'm through with it. Because I might as well, like you, I'm gonna use me too. I might as well go talk to the stop sign. You might as well talk to the stop sign because we already see it our way.
Because we don't agree.
No, I'm not saying it's not a negative way.
No, it's not negative. You have that's what I say. Till you be your way, until you be mine. You see what I'm saying?
But again, you would never, ever know who you are.
I disagree with that. I'm gonna stand.
Bro, you my hero.
I'm still gonna be a hero because when you think about it,
because I was talking with, you said you don't know where you come from.
Hey, we don't.
Yeah, I always, back in my history, I had some nerves to hear what he said. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of black folks don't know where they come
Nobody know where they black, white, Korean. They don't know where you come from. You only know what you were told, man. You don't know what you were told.
No. History don't lie.
History, but history.
People write on walls like Egypt pyramids.
I don't give a damn, but they still were told that though, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Somebody, anyone in the chat can help us out with this, man.
Then, you know what I'm saying? He started civilization. You know what I'm saying? Or what have you? Let's say the first man on earth, though, right? After that, everybody else was just told.
Yeah.
I want you to really think about it. Everybody else was just told.
Yeah.
Like you said, you just said this first man in civilization. You know what I'm saying? Though, then we go by.
Who was that?
I have decided as I did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. They had like 50 different type of items.
I got that. But that's my point. So again, you will never know who you are. Yeah, we know right now because we've been on this earth as according to what they say. I've done this for 61 years. You've done this for 61 years. You've been however long. So
you said no. You said back then we was playing
You get home, right? Go on your YouTube.
Yo.
You go.
Bird like to study, y'all.
it's not about studying. I can't. But studying. So if I'm studying something, what am I doing? I'm getting something from what? If I study, that means that I'm told this. I read it. I was told it. Or I heard it.
If I took this engine out and took it to pieces and I had to put it back together, I got to read the manual to put it together. Okay. So I got to walk back. It's like right now, to put your history back, you got to walk back for your mama, your grandmama.
Exactly.
For her.
I can walk back before the beginning of civilization.
Your DNA, if they took a DNA from you, it'll trace you all the way back to wherever.
That just tells me what my DNA is. That doesn't tell me. I still don't know who the hell I am. I only know that, you know what I'm saying? I come from them.
Well, I'm gonna like the Temptations right now. You a million miles from reality.
Now you a million miles from reality because you don't know who you are.
I know who I is.
Listen, yeah, you know you, Dennis Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Though I know I'm the son of such and such. You know what I'm saying?
I know you could be the son of Sam.
You know that. But really deep down, who the hell are we? For real.
Green Martians.
Who are we? Who are we? I want you to really think about that. Who are we?
I just told you is, but you ain't hear
me. Because I know me. Because I know me.
Okay.
You you very. You always been very. You always gonna fight the system.
Because
That's not fighting the system.
I know the matter. You like the current of the water.
I mean, he has a right to have his opinion about what he said. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not disputing that, but at the same time, I don't have to agree with it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you might not,
Right. You have to agree with me. I have to agree with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's why I told you.
But again, you are who?
The original man, Asiatic black man, making the only
How do
God,
you know that again?
God of the universe.
How do you know that again?
Because God gave me some of himself.
But
Say
I
hope.
understand. But how do you know that though?
Because let me finish saying it. Because the same way he gave you some of himself, you tap into that power that he gave you that's deep inside you, it'll come out.
Okay, I got all that. But how do you know that though? How do you know that you the original Asiatic black man and God gave you? How do you know that? You just automatic knew that off the muscle.
No.
How do you know that?
No. I came into a wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of it.
Teach him. See what we need to do. We need to
Wisdom,
You
knowledge, and
can't
understanding.
teach me, man. That's the thing. You can't teach me.
You don't want me taught.
I don't have to be taught because again,
you
again,
have to be taught.
no.
You want me taught.
You have to be taught for me, but you have to be taught.
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm sure you was taught. I'm sure you were taught. I'm sure you was taught.
I was
You don't-
taught.
You fight something. I'm sure you. You was born. When he was born, Mom took you and put you toward the breast, and you started
Exactly.
sucking. What made that?
Exactly.
What
That's
made
my
a baby
point.
start sucking the
That's
breast?
my point. I know
What-
that's my whole
Nothing.
point.
Nothing.
That's my
This same way when he started to walk. Who taught him how to walk?
right. Somebody taught me that.
Anybody taught
No,
walk?
man.
From observing from a baby, you learn how to walk.
Man.
How you learn how to talk? The language.
Hey Chuck,
Ah, man.
you see what I'm at, don't Chuck?
Ain't no language. You just bucking, man.
You will see where you at. But what I'm saying to you is, when like you just said,
And now,
a baby didn't know this. A baby,
okay.
when you put his mother didn't show him the titty. All she was showing, he knew what that milk was.
Like a puppy.
He
When the
was-
puppy
they
does
was
it,
still
puppy first come out,
small,
they
though,
go snap their mama.
They weren't taught eventually, man.
No.
A puppy didn't just come out, man.
A puppy come out of mom, what he do?
He ain't just know. That man,
Puppy come right to his mom right there.
He went over there, then he learned how to do that.
No, he didn't
But-
learn. He learned. Come on more. Give God his praise.
That's
God his
my
honor.
point. I'm giving God his
You ain't
praises.
you try to say, come on, like if the road map the
You
order.
would never know who you are.
Okay, hear me out. When you was young, you didn't know what sex was when you was 1 year old.
I understand all of that.
You seen it, woo.
Right, that's that. I seen on a porn movie. That's a kid.
You went to dog's poo hard and saw it.
Regardless of where I went to sit, that's my whole point. I seen it. Again, you never know who you are. Only thing you was either you heard it, you were taught it, or you seen it. You read it, you heard it, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. You know, that's just what it is. When it's all said.
Your fact was really your fact was right. You was louder. You would say your urges.
No, Rangers. Virgin bucket, y'all.
Your fact and your encouragement. Yes, yeah.
Again, I only know who I am because again, I was told. You know what I'm saying, though? I only know what I'm supposed to do out here in life again because I was told. I have to do this. You know what I'm saying, though? Again, I was told that I should go get my business too or whatever. But I was still told it. You know what I'm saying, though?
I mean, taking advice, right?
It's the same thing. It's told to you.
Now, once you move out on that advice, right? And you got your business, started the business, right? The business blew.
Okay.
Just like you said.
So that's still, but that
Just
makes
like
me know who I am.
You seen that bus stop right there, right?
That makes me know who I am.
Yeah, it makes me.
How does it make
shapes
me know who I am?
You have a character.
It doesn't make me know who I am. It made me, be able to get a business. Yeah, man. You see, you just got y'all not digging deep down inside enough. You know what I'm saying? Doing what happened?
What are you talking about?
You're not digging deep down because you don't know who you would never know who you are. You know what you were told, everything. Just as you just said you was, of whatever. And then when you went and then you read this and you read that and you got a better understanding of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Though when it's all said and done, but you still would never just.
So you believe your history ends at slavery? Begins at slavery?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I did not say that.
But
again, I was getting ready to go leaving further than that though, right? I was gonna say, well, he still don't know who he is though.
You know his forefather.
Yeah, he know where he came from, but he still don't know who he is. You would never know who you are.
I want you to find out who this Chamber guy is. The slave master named Chamber. I want you to find out who he was.
He just constantly putting me on. He just constantly. He's been doing it the whole time.
No, I ain't trying to put you on the spot. You need to find him out who he is.
The point.
I get what you're saying right before that, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying to you like this.
I'm not putting you on the spot.
Elijah Muhammad.
See,
right? Hold on. Let me
teaching.
Hold on. Let me finish what
I'm gonna let you finish. But it's a teacher.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad always wanted to be a teacher, but not to teach as in like he went to school. Right, because his father was a preacher, his grandfather was a preacher. Okay. Right, but he always factored in his soul. He knew that he wanted to teach.
I got that.
Right now, once again, the school was closed. Now, how do you explain this to me? Explain this to me, right? If he didn't know he didn't find out who he was. How do a dude with fourth grade education take for education, astronomers, and whatever? And tell them things that they don't even know. It was taught to him. I'm gonna tell hit that point. It was taught to him, right? By Master Farad Muhammad, who studied 40 years, right? Who came here in 1910. Let me finish. Listen, let me finish.
I'm letting you finish.
His father's name was Alfonso. His father went to the Caucasus Mountain and got his mother, cleaned him up, cleaned her up, and he came into existence, right? Okay. Now, he studied 40 years.
He did what?
He studied 40 years.
One more time.
I said he studied.
Keep going.
He spoke 16 different languages.
Okay.
Right? He wrote 10. Right? Now, when he started teaching the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he told him they left. You go and raise the people up.
I got that part. So what if he went?
But he had 50. Let me finish. Give you history. He had 50,000 scholars before he met the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Okay.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So here it is once again. Malcolm only had an 8th grade education. How does a person with a 4th grade education teach a man to get more education?
But you keep saying teaching though. So again, they were taught though, right?
Of course, because all of us been.
But that don't mean you know who you are because you were taught. You were taught to be this person, man. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. You were taught to be this. You were taught. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody never know who you are. You only know about what you were taught. And you were so taught that, so that's what you go through your whole life. Taught this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm Chuck. I'm such and such. I'm such and such. That's what you were just taught.
So you telling me, right? 50,000 years ago, right?
It could be a million years ago.
No. Let me finish.
I'm just saying it could be a million years ago.
The tribe was Shabazz.
Okay.
Right? Which Malcolm was from.
Right on.
The thing to be, right?
Okay.
He wanted to make a man. But the 24 elders told him, nah, you can't make your man. Okay. So he took his family, went out to jump. Okay. Right? Which we spring from. You do a history of it, right? You do a study of it, right? You go back and you study, right? You made a man, took him out to jump. It's just like the god of moon. Okay. Right? If I told you that moon was on this planet Earth, right? And the god of moon wanted to make a man. Want everybody to speak the same dialect. Scrap, let me finish. Right? So the 24 elders, because the 20, you like that Bible, is in the Bible. You like that Bible? The elders, right?
Go ahead.
Right? So what he did was the Earth doesn't sit in its original pocket. Can you prove that it doesn't sit in its original pocket? Right? Can you prove that the moon has gravitational pull over the waters?
I can't prove none of it. I can go by what I was told.
See what I'm saying?
I
And I
go
tell
back.
you what, if you destroy that moon, I bet the Earth flood.
I'm not saying it won't, but
No,
again,
but how you can refute it? Even though you
I'm
destroy it.
not saying that.
No. Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Don't make sense to it.
What don't make sense?
It will move.
Was destroyed, I guess what he said.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you is this.
I don't know it until
No.
it happens.
No, what? No, what?
Move to.
What?
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. If that move went off this,
If you blow up the moon, the Earth will flood.
no.
How you know?
No.
How you
Because
know?
it has a gravitational pull on the
How do you
water.
know that?
Scientific proven that it does.
How do you know? How do
It's
you know that?
scientific proven.
How do you know that?
Because God.
Oh. How do you know that?
Study. Oh, you got to
Okay.
read.
You again. You either read it, you told it, or you was told it or you seen it.
No.
That's all I'm trying to get you to see.
I understand all that. What I'm trying to tell you
What
is
now? What now?
the way you said it is.
I'm a fisherman. I can even tell you that why it's like that.
I understand that, but again, you ain't even told it.
Moon,
You
the
read
cold
on your
time,
soul.
man.
No.
I'm not saying it doesn't, but that's what you think.
No.
That's
That
what you
move.
Why you? Okay,
What
why
you saying, no?
I'm not.
Yeah,
you can't You know, I'm not gonna say get upset with me.
I'm not upset.
Like I said, I'm trying to choose the right words.
Yeah, no.
But you see what I'm saying, though? How do we know that, that does that? Because, again, we read it.
We gonna
Again,
need some people to come in
and they still can't tell me because
I got one for you.
you
I got another one for you, right? I got another one for you.
Go ahead.
Do you believe that this Earth is underwater?
No, because there's no ice underwater.
Okay, now when you go into the sphere, right?
What's been?
Atmosphere.
Okay, I know it's been there, but go ahead.
Okay, when you go in there, right?
Okay.
It freezes. Water freezes up there. It's like now when it rains, right?
Have you been up there to see it freeze?
Nah, but it's a known fact.
How you know that?
Because
Did he
the water
see it, though,
is
Chuck?
trapped.
Did he?
It's trapped.
No.
It's trapped. It's
Listen,
trapped.
I hear, but how do he know that?
Because it's trapped. It comes
How,
down.
how do you know that?
You've been living 60 years like I've been living 60 years.
Well, how do you know that?
You
Have
asked
you
me how
seen
do I
it?
know?
Have you seen it?
You
Were
see
you
it every
there?
time. That mist that you see, the fog that you see, that's water.
I'm not saying it's not, but did you see all this?
I'm
though?
saying when it's foggy out here, that mist is water.
Okay, I'm
Right?
I'm
It's
not-
trapped.
I'm-
So what happens is when it gets so condensed, it goes back up to the sphere, right? It comes down as water, or it comes down as snow. If you send a spaceship up there, it's so cold up there that when it goes through the sphere, any water that's on
Again, how
there,
do you know
it freezes.
that? Again, how do you know that?
It freezes.
How you know that? Did you see it? Was you there?
No.
Oh,
Now I'm trying to get y'all to see.
This was.
I'm trying to get you.
You putting the blindfold on us.
I'm always gonna love you, so no matter.
Right,
It doesn't matter,
We're
right?
having a good conversation.
No, you know what I'm saying? The moon, hell of
Gravitation pull on the water.
How do you know that?
Because
no,
the mist.
no,
How do you know that?
No.
Again, just ask a question. How do you know that? Though?
No, I'm saying I was in the house with 11 o'clock.
Okay.
I see. Let me tell you what.
Hold on, let me
Yeah,
finish.
yeah,
You gonna go over the news or some shit?
Yeah, because goddamn.
The weather forecaster person.
Yeah, because
But again, regardless, but they told you that though, right?
no, fuck that. Because the moon went through some other moon. It's just goddamn, what was it? Yeah, because the sign came out.
Okay.
okay. I was not bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Bullshit because that was um what was that like goddamn I was down yeah because I was in the house and I was filling out the moon. I mean
It's filling out the moon.
no, I was no bullshit. I was goddamn the goddamn
Weather? You looking at the weather? You looking outside?
Yeah.
But you're looking at the weather though, right? Okay,
Yeah,
listen to this for a second, right? I understand everything you're saying though, right? So when you're looking at it though, right? So when you see whatever you was looking at, you saw it, but for some reason when you saw that and you actually saw what, but where did you get it from? You were told that. So when you saw what you were told, right or wrong, you didn't just know it off the break. That's what you were told, right or wrong. This right or wrong?
No, fuck them.
Listen, I'm a seeker of knowledge.
No. Yeah, because I was looking at the motherfucking that day. And
What's your point though?
That's why I gave you a book that you never read.
Even if I read it though, Ronnie, and if I read it, I'm still going. I'm only gonna go
You
by
can question.
Right, I can question it, but I got the knowledge because I read it. That's what
I
I'm saying.
understand what you're saying,
What
I
is knowledge?
understand, but you see, but listen, we die as human beings seeking knowledge. You see what I'm saying? If you don't seek knowledge, then you go to a plateau and you think you got it, but you don't.
I never think I got it. I'm not gonna say you're not saying me, but I'm just saying
Not you,
again.
but I'm saying
Right, I
any
got
human
that.
being.
Again, and I'm gonna leave it alone after this because we've been on the same subject. Again, you don't know who you are. You never will know who you are.
You can't tell me I don't know who I am.
You don't know who you are. I mean, of course I know who I am as far as like what I was told again. But you would never know who you are. You only go by, you only know the things that you were taught. Both y'all just said it. You know, after y'all got to get into these teachings that somebody taught y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
though?
help.
Same way you went to school. You was taught in school, right?
Right, I just said that.
You know your ABCs, right? You know your ABCs, right?
But how did I get them though? How did I get them? How did I get them? How did I know?
Okay,
How did I know?
one plus one is what?
Your handwriting
I was
got
told it was two.
Hold up.
Okay, you
Wait a
guys
minute.
had three?
Your handwriting got profound when you start practicing, right?
Okay.
Answer the question.
No. I can't answer the question.
You just said
I was taught it. I was taught my handwriting. I was taught. Somebody taught me how to write it. I was taught it. That's my point.
practice it, right?
But I still was taught it though.
Don't
Don't skip that point.
I'm not skipping
When
that
it all
point.
said that, I was taught it.
No, yeah.
I was taught it. Go ahead.
Right, but you had to write it down. Where had you doing what you were
But
doing?
I was still taught it though. That's my point.
What's your
though.
handwriting like this?
It's good because I was taught it. So now I know how to use it because I was taught it.
Exactly.
Lance
So
Turner stuff,
again-
y'all.
And once again,
So again, go ahead.
right, you're a seeker of knowledge.
I'm always gonna be seeking knowledge,
Right.
and I have everything y'all saying. Yeah, of course, I know. Again, I know who I am, but again, I was still taught. At least I was taught who I am. How do I know I'm really the person or whatever that I am?
I'm gonna tell you why you manifest in your character. Bring it.
Right, because I was taught
You man-
it.
but
So
you manifest
that's what I
in your
said.
character. You stand on the principles
That's
of
what
God.
I said. I said it earlier. I said, so since I was taught it, and this is how it is, so now I know this is what I have to do. And we were taught that, you're supposed to go out here, get an education, obey the laws, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this and that, get married, go to college, get married, have a house with a white picket fence, this and that. But it's still, you still was taught it though. You still was taught it.
I'm saying,
But you still was taught it though.
Have you got married and got a white picket fence?
Only because I didn't choose to.
No.
You feel like you're
If you
losing
can't
because you didn't get it?
No.
You still can have
Let
it.
me explain something. I'm explaining to y'all why I didn't get married. We still on this?
I ain't get married
I'm
either.
not putting my business out there.
No,
It's not
I'm
nothing
saying,
bad.
no, I
It's not
ain't
nothing
married
bad.
either. Scrap. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't married either. You know what I'm saying? I
Right,
ain't
but
married
you see what I'm
either.
saying? Right,
I
right.
mean, I understand where you're coming from,
But
but at the end of the day, right? Like I said, you're a seeker of knowledge. So when you're seeking
right,
knowledge,
that's my point. So
when you're seeking knowledge, you down.
So if I seek the knowledge and I get it, what? How did I get it? I was what? Told it, right? I was told it and taught it. So then I applied that knowledge again. So again, like I said,
So to
when
make it an actual fact, though, right?
Well,
No, make it actual fact.
Well, that's what again. That's what I was told.
So now, anything that's actual is a fact. It got to be true, right?
Well, again, I still don't know that I'm a man.
Yes, you
I
know
got to
you,
do what I
man.
know.
I
because
tell
I'm
you.
a man.
What do you say?
Shit. Shit.
I know he didn't say that.
Hey, look.
He didn't say that, did he?
Yeah, I did say that. I did. Listen what I'm saying, y'all. Listen what I'm saying. See, again, I'm not gay. See, I'm trying to take it deeper. I'm trying to take it deeper.
Yeah. Because I had very involvement. I had hell with none but bad. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know I'm a man because I was told I was a man. I'm told my name is this. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. I was told I was a male because I have genitals and, a penis or what have you. You know what I'm saying, though? So, hey, again, I only go by what I was told. So once we get that, we get that when we're younger, and that's who we do. Like I said, so every day we just go by doing this, that.
And that man correspond with each other.
I mean, of course, I know my
We
man.
gonna need a level of study of this.
Yeah, because
That's what I'm saying.
I think we need.
And some people that probably looking at that, just think it deep down inside what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm not a man and
Nah,
this
we ain't saying
that.
that.
And I'm just saying we will never know who we are. We know what we were told.
He like the Commanders of last year. He just lost.
Okay.
Like what they lost? Like 12 games.
Yeah, they lost 12.
You lost like the Commander. You lost.
Okay. I'm not lost. I'm not
You lost
lost.
like the Commanders.
I'm not lost.
Lost.
But again, we only know what we want to know by if you get any information we get out here, and them two, they just said it. You know what I'm saying, though? They were one way, and then they went and they got knowledge. Somebody taught them that. They gave them a book to read. You know what I'm saying, though? And that's how they became the guys.
See, the best way to say it like this. Big Bird, this is how it is, Bird.
Go ahead.
You got to learn this. How we know where you at? We ain't no been where you been. We get where you coming from.
Okay.
So you got to learn, Bird. You my hero. And then my hero's lost. So what I do? My hero was lost.
This is my man.
My hero lost. He's
not lost. He has a right to his opinion too far as how he feels that what we are saying to him and what he's saying is how do you know?
Right. Yeah, and you don't
then
know.
when you try to take it and try to give it to him,
because
what is that right there?
It's a vehicle or it's a car.
Okay, it's not a vehicle.
I'm not saying it's not a vehicle. I'm just I know that's what it is because that's what I was told.
I can get your truck and we can drive 100 miles an hour. Police pull me over. No, this is not a vehicle. This is a spaceship. Leave me alone. And what they gonna do? Take my luncheon ass to jail.
But
take my crazy ass to jail.
Because we were told it's a vehicle. So when
you go home tonight,
right there.
that's the terminology.
That's not good enough.
Okay. What you do? You 120 miles an hour when they pull you over. Say this not a car. It's a spaceship.
But see what it
gets
that's
you.
not the same thing, though.
No, it's not. A spaceship, the car, you can think.
And that's what I'm saying. So you can't use that analogy with that.
Yeah, I'm saying now. I'm going where you going. We're gonna be lost.
I get what you say.
What is that right there? What is that right there? That's looking right now. It's right straight ahead, right here. What's this right here? What are we standing under?
I get what you're going.
Okay. And how do we know it's a tree?
It's a tree.
How do we know it's a tree?
It's a tree. It's a living tree.
How do we know that, though?
I want to talk to it.
But how do we know that it's a tree, though?
The tree told me it's a tree.
Oh, the tree told you that. But how do we know it's a tree?
The tree told me that.
Or like you said, your mother says it's a bus.
Because my mother taught me when I was
There we go.
Everything that we do in life, it is taught.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
Like homosexuality is a learned behavior.
Right, all of it, everything.
Everything
homosexuality, racism, all I'm saying, though, a drug dealer, a worker.
It's a learned behavior.
Right, we were taught it. That's all I'm trying to say.
I understand what you said. I said I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, I'm trying to get you to see that that you will say that. That's why I keep telling you, you be your way, to be mine, because the way you
See things.
see things in life,
We see them different.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody gonna say that. That's why we all different.
So me and you can be on that corner. We can see an accident. You'll tell it one way, I'll tell it another.
Right, exactly.
But we seen the same accident.
Right, exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So even though you may say, like I said, we can disagree, right?
I'm listening.
Disagree on that, right? And you be like, nah, I see it like this.
Yeah,
but
right,
nah,
yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? You're not wrong. What you're
Right.
saying, I'm not saying you're wrong. What I'm saying.
Yeah,
Don't joke out here.
I never said you was wrong.
No,
But
right.
everything in life, it was taught to us.
Right, that's what I'm
True.
saying. So that's why I just said again.
But
You
you know
we
you
were
are.
taught. So yeah, I know who I am because I was taught
I
that.
bet
So
you, I bet if a European came and called you a nigga, is you a nigga?
no, I'm not a nigga, but
Okay, hold on. We was taught. We was taught.
Yeah.
Because of the
You
language
gotta-
they did.
you gotta-
When
you
they
gotta
say
go
that
way
you're
back.
African American, that don't make you African American.
right,
To
exactly.
be
I'm not
African-
black. You know what I'm saying, though?
Okay, so if you go and you get a old ass dictionary and you look
Okay.
it up.
Again,
Look,
so
hold-
what am I doing though? What am I doing?
No, you study.
What am I
You
doing?
learn it.
I even read it.
You have to read it. No, I'm
I
saying
was told it.
because
I seen it.
right.
Right. Again, when it's all
I
goes
just
back
said,
to it.
I agree with you on what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm telling you, you're not African American because to be African American, you have to be of a European descent. Are you a European descent? Are you of a European
descent, African descent?
They can't produce you, man.
But again, how do I know? How do you know that? Because of what? We were told that, right or wrong?
Oh my God.
Right or wrong?
It's proven.
You do.
It's proven.
How's it proven? How's it proven?
Through genetics.
But how you know it's proven through genetics? Did you see it?
I'm looking at you.
Okay, but how did you?
I'm looking
how
at
you know it was proven? Because what? Again, we wasn't around.
European
We
science.
wasn't. We wasn't.
European science.
But we
agree
wasn't
with you.
around when it first happened, right or wrong? So we wasn't around when it first happened. We were what? We were told it.
Well, I'm just telling you now. Right? I'm
So
telling
you
you.
telling me? So
I'm
if I
telling you now.
so if I believe everything you say,
No,
know what
you
I'm
gotta
saying?
believe it.
No,
Go
you listen,
start.
listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. Because again, if I believe everything and star fall and everything you told me, what I did, I got it because what? You told it to me. That's what I'm trying to get you to
I
see.
gave you the information. You
Right,
seek it
but
out.
you gave it to me though. That's my saying. You told me. That's my whole point.
Well, I'm on the green
I-
screen now. And we still are. We see how we look. See how we look, y'all.
I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know it until you told me. That's what I'm trying to get you to see.
I told you. I see where you're coming from.
Right.
Well,
This
like
is
I
me.
said, you are
That's
an
trash.
individual who's seeking knowledge.
Right, but that's what I
Wisdom.
said. We would
Hold up,
never,
seeking knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
but we still would never know who we are. We only gonna go by again what we were told, though, man. That's the only thing I'm trying to say. Yeah, like right now, I know I gotta go home. You gonna probably go there. You gonna go home. You
I'm
gonna go
not
home.
right here.
Right here.
Okay, this is why I sleep here.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying, though? So we all, you know what I'm saying, we know we got to do that because that's just what we were taught. So now you just automatic taught that. You know what I'm saying, though? I didn't come out the womb. You know what I'm saying?
I came out the womb. Not knowing nothing.
Right. So again, that's my point. So we were all taught things.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know what I'm saying, though? So now we gonna go by what we were taught. You know what I'm saying, though? Whatever the case may be. And then, like you said, so then when we got certain teachings, and then when we went, and then we got some other teachings, you know what I'm saying, that sounds good to us, you know what I'm saying, make us see it be a certain way, but we were still taught it. You know what I'm saying, though? What happened?
Right.
Like when I go, like you said, when I had to go to job, to where I went to work, right? I had to learn how to do this, had to do that. You know what I'm saying, though? What have you? Now, like I said, when I was driving, with red showmatic drive, I had to learn when I said red light, and I had to stop. I said green, I have to stop. I had to learn to read the signs. I can't go over that speed limit because, again, like you said, they will lock me up. But I was still what? Taught it.
But when you read the sign points you to a direction, right?
I understand. It does that. But I still was taught to read that sign.
You was taught to read.
Right. But we talk about that sign.
Right. No. We talk about being taught.
Again, it's all said and done. It's taught. You know?
It's like watching the football game. Your team down by 31 points.
Okay.
You know it's over, right?
Okay.
Okay. When they down 40 points a year, You know it's
I
over,
know
right?
it's over, right? And I was taught that I know it's over.
So when they start
At
0
least I
6,
thought.
when they start 0
Until
6
the
this season,
game, right?
Huh?
Until you see it another way.
Right.
when they start
You
0
came
6, the
conscious.
season over,
You
right?
came conscious to the trigonology that was laid down, right? You see what I'm saying? Trigonology was laid down because I asked you about the basketball game. Now you took me to the football game. You said, "Now, Ronnie, look at this right here. Watch this." See what I'm saying? Now I would have down had you not pulled my coat to it to make me see it,
Right.
to understand it. You feel what I'm saying? But I looked at it from your perspective. Okay, yeah. Okay, I see where you're coming from.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Everything in life is taught.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, you always been bucking. You been like that when you was
How's
young.
that bucket though? Is that bucket?
You always been bucking. He always been bucking.
You bucking.
He always been. He always. See, what it is, if you could take that bucket and use it somewhere else, you could be becoming a Malcolm X.
Yeah.
You could be incarnating of Malcolm X.
I agree, but even if I become a Malcolm X and then I start talking to people, what am I doing to them? I'm doing what? I'm teaching them, right or wrong.
Pass knowledge down to them.
But I'm teaching them. too.
Yeah, that's what you do.
You know what I'm saying, though? So then when they learn, they still don't know who they are, but I still taught them, who they think they are, whatever they think they are. Again, when it's all said and done, we don't know who we are. We will never, ever, 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 ever know who we are. We know what we were taught. Now, I'm not trying to get my face on there.
Oh, yeah, you're on your face. We know who we are.
I'm gonna say, like I said, I agree with
You on parole or something?
Long time. Right, we were taught.
Right? Because once I had gotten to the teaching about when I first started, I didn't understand it, but it got profound as I kept studying.
It messed all making sense to you.
Yeah.
You
It's like when I first started reading the Quran. I didn't understand it. You see what I'm saying? But Allah gave me the information, maybe to be able to understand, which I would never truly understand.
But how do you know that's truth, though?
I know it's true.
How do you know it's truth? Because that's something you choose to believe,
I live on a
right?
principle.
But that's something you choose to believe, right? Right or wrong? That's something you choose to believe, right?
That's my belief system.
Right. So that's my point.
But
But you were still taught it.
Yeah, I was taught it. I didn't know nothing about Islam.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? When I went down Lord, I used to go like to the malls to learn my history. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Then when they gave you, but they taught you that behind. All right. Now, we done been over. I said I was done 30. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm ready to go there.
I'm not going. I'm gonna still. But I'm through with that subject.
Because I think my sweet phone because your
Stepfather. I guess that's
Yeah. You're just trying to feel what you're trying to say.
right.
in your opinion because your background was giving you
Are we still on being taught? What we on?
yeah.
I can
Okay,
follow.
but I'm saying once again, who teach your baby how to walk?
Yeah. Baby.
We got whoever, anybody can teach it.
Baby learn from observation.
Right. But it was still taught.
No, it just learn from observation because, like you said, you come in the world knowing nothing, right?
Right.
Okay, now from the baby's
Observation. He still don't know that's walking. He still don't know that's walking.
See,
You said he learned about observation. He don't learn about observation. He or she learn it when you grab their hands and make them start walking. They don't just look.
I never grabbed around her hand. She crawled.
Okay, but how did she? So
I never put it in a walker.
Nobody
We never put it in a walker.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? I never put it in a crib. None of that. She slept with me and my mother. See what I'm saying? Well, her thing was she wanted to keep it with Ashley. Every time Ashley went to that door, she would crawl to that door.
Okay.
Then one day out of the blue, she stood up on her. You feel what I'm saying? Like you just said, you can find this out for yourself. Don't nobody. All the female have to do is take that baby and put it right. The baby know that milk in that motherfucker titty. But where did the knowledge come from?
I'm just
Like a dog and a cat.
Where did the knowledge come from?
How they know?
It's just like inside the womb.
instinct from the animals. But go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
People's coming up behind you good.
All right, got you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Take it out, even with your own children. If you didn't put them in a walker where you walk around, move around on their legs, right? Teach them how to walk. Like I said, we ain't do that with money. I ain't never do that.
Well, you one of the rare exceptions. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, like I was just saying, their minds be a sponge. Our minds be sponge,
I'm agreeing with that.
right?
But
Just
even,
like
even without,
right now, even though right now you saying what you saying, and okay,
and
I can agree with you saying, right? As far as like your taught thing, I can agree with that. You feel what I'm saying? Whether you like you say, whether you see it, walk, whether you read it, whatever.
right.
But you still have to make it a fact. Make it an actual fact. Anything.
My point is that.
You gotta make
So
it an
when
actual
we were
fact.
taught this. We were taught that we were a man. We were taught this. So again, so now we made the fact. So that's how we know who we are. But again, we were taught that
You got men running around here that don't know how to be a man.
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. You go on the whole.
No, not either.
No, them two were you were talking about. You were talking about back with life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all was and my mother wouldn't be my life. So period. What was it? My mother. Because
You got quiet, man.
I'm listening to y'all.
I wasn't
Ain't nothing for me to be y'all. You gonna be you.
Yeah, like you gonna be you, and I respect it.
And
You gonna be you.
Yeah. You're gonna be you,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be me.
because my mother, mother, you know what I'm saying? Because my mother was made of, no bullshit. No. You know what I'm saying? Because my mother.
I've stayed up there since New Year's this late.
Oh yeah.
My mother was.
I'm leaving that too though, regardless. So we might be the same.
My mother.
Like 140.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be 12, I think. But we still 10.
Video came out nice. I was listening on your phone.
Oh yeah.
Maybe, but right now it had it was having then a 5-second delay, but like a 20-second delay then.
Okay.
Mama.
Right.
Oh.
So I listen to it on your phone. Sound like I like it. Sound like y'all just sound different on there.
Yeah.
kill this video, y'all.
Yeah.
Kill it then.
Why you talk to her?
Kill it. I don't care about that. One thing I don't fit.
I kill video. Talk to her. Oh, yeah.
I tell you this though. Goddamn big bull scared the hell out of me. Damn, when we were around that building, came around that building. I froze. Yeah, I froze. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I'm right. And then